every week there's a new stress to my life. Every week of the season there's a new stress. I would love to sit here and pretend that I believe the Ravens are going to win this game in convincing fashion, but I don't believe that. I don't believe we're going to win this in convincing fashion for a second. I think it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a stressful game. It's going to be an annoying game. And it'd be nice to just see the Ravens come out and dominate the Jaguars, but that's not going to happen. We know there's going to be time where the offensive line doesn't block and Lamar gets sacked because he doesn't get protection. We know there could be some turnovers. Maybe Lamar makes a mistake or somebody fumbles the ball. Maybe there'll be some drops. We've seen it throughout the season. Maybe the defense will get gashed by ETN in the run game today. Maybe our secondary will decide to leave the middle of the field open. There's a lot of maybes with this Ravens team. So I'm ready for another 4 hours of this. It's going to be very fun, I guess. It'd be nice if we could just have a nice game. Just a nice game where the Ravens just take over, right? But we're not seeing a game like that. We know how this game's gonna go. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You just got one thing you gotta do, Baltimore. Handle your business. It's as simple as that. You win tonight, you're in the playoffs. Do your job and handle your business. That's all that needs to be said, Baltimore. Do your job, handle your business, and you'll advance to the playoffs. I just know this is going to be an annoying game. I just know it is going to be an annoying game. What's going on to everybody in the chat? Let me go get some water. We're going to be here for a while. Oh boy. This is going to be fun, I guess. I love torturing myself for 3.5 hours. Oh, it's windy in Jacksonville today? Oh, this should be fun. Can't wait for these passes to just go all over the place. The wind's between 10 and 25 miles an hour. Good luck kicking in this. Good luck throwing in this. Of course the weather was going to affect. It was supposed to rain. It rained early on throughout the morning and afternoon in Jacksonville. There may be a little bit of rain happening right now, but it's mostly just wind out there. Anyway, huge game with playoff implications. Cleveland won, so Baltimore's lead in the AFC North is not completely strong. Meanwhile, Jacksonville, a loss today puts them in a three-way tie between them, the Texans, and the Colts in the AFC South. Not to mention it knocks them out of the race for the number 1 seed. Huge implications here. Baltimore can clinch a playoff spot tonight with the win. And Baltimore won the toss. They're going to kick it off. So they're going to get the ball coming out of halftime. Jacksonville's going to get the ball first. So we'll get to see what Trevor Lawrence and his Jacksonville offense can do here tonight. And here we go. Sunday night football. Here we go. Special teams got to be on it early on. The ball came out, but he was already down. He was already down. He was already down. He was already down. So, ball came out. Jacksonville's going to get it. But I'm pretty sure he was already down. Was he not? He was down. Bro, he was down. He was down. So that was a great tackle. But he was down, so it wouldn't matter if the Ravens recovered. He was down. So, 1st and 10 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're located at their own 20-yard line. This should be interesting. 1st and 10 for the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence going to take this in the shotgun here. Oh, boy, this is going to be a game. He's going to hand it off to ETN. And Etienne, right off the bat, is going to try to get some running going. He's going to pick up about 6 yards, maybe 7. Second down coming up here for the Jaguars. Like I said, I expect the running game for the Jacksonville Jaguars to be very potent. They're going to lean on the running game. They're going to rely on the running game. It's going to be trying to stop the run, which is, again, a weakness of the Ravens defense that they have yet to figure out in Week 15. Like I expect, if you're Jacksonville and you're a smart team, you run the football against this defense. That is their clear weakness. That's what you look to do. Second down and 4, play action here. Etienne is wide open on the check down, but he went for more. No flags on the play. I do not know why Trevor Lawrence did not take Etienne for the check down. He tried to go for the big play to Calvin Ridley, incomplete, no flag on the play. Third down coming up here for the Jaguars. I don't know why Trevor Lawrence, he already predetermined he was going to Ridley. He had already predetermined he was going to Ridley because he had the check down in ETN, which would have picked up the first down. There's some contact there. There's definitely some contact. That probably could have been pass interference. But again, like I say, if the defender is turned around, he's always going to have a shot here. Third down and 4 for the Jaguars. Here we go, Lawrence. Pressure's coming. Lawrence, he's going to toss it to ETN, and ETN is going to pick up the first down. That is a great play by Trevor Lawrence. He was about to get sacked, saw ETN was open, just flipped it to him, and they picked up the first down, and they're going to move the chains. It's actually nice to see Kyle Hamilton's out there. He doesn't seem to be limited. We just hope that he'll be okay. What's going on, Chargers? 49ers to the Super Bowl? I guess so. We'll see. You still got to play the playoff games, but anything can happen. First down and 10 here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Man, you just hope at the end of the day the Ravens defense can make a stop early on here. Gonna hand the ball off to ETN. ETN spinning. Nice play by ETN to spin. If he doesn't make the spin, he's losing a yard or two. Why did Flacco looking better than he ever did with the Ravens? I don't know, Charles. I don't know. Whatever answer you believe is the answer. Trevor Lawrence has had a pretty decent season, pretty good season. The numbers are there, not the prettiest of numbers, but again, it's been a season where everything's been down for the quarterbacks. So at the end of the day, if you're positive with your numbers and you're actually helping your team win, I don't care what your numbers look like. Nice tackle there by Hamilton. Second down here. Third down coming up for the Jaguars. We actually have no competition in the NFC. We're tiers above the Cowboys and the Eagles, not going to lie. Yeah, you keep making assumptions like that, and then all of a sudden you get to the playoffs, and then your team gets upsetted. Don't underestimate what's happening. Don't underestimate the postseason. Don't underestimate your opponents. You can be a tier above the rest of them in the regular season. Does not mean it's going to translate to the playoffs. I have the Niners going to the Super Bowl. But just sitting back and thinking because you beat the Eagles and the Cowboys in the regular season means you're going to do the same in the playoffs. That's not how it works in the postseason, buddy. Third down and 6. Ravens showing pressure. They're bringing some guys. Pass over the middle. Incomplete. No flag on the play. And the Ravens defense gets Jacksonville off the field. It looked like he was going for Ingram. We embarrassed them, though. Congratulations. Do the regular season and playoffs mean the exact same thing? So because you embarrass somebody in the regular season, you're automatically going to embarrass them in the playoffs? Do you not know the difference between regular season and playoffs? So because you beat them on a random Sunday, that means you're automatically going to beat them in the playoffs. All right, so there's no point in the Eagles showing up. There's no point in the Cowboys showing up. Niners are going to get the win, no doubt. Without question, they will not deal with anything. Come on, bro. This is not your first year watching the NFL. We've seen plenty of moments where it looks like, oh, this team took them down in the regular season. They can handle them in the playoffs. And then playoffs come, what happens? Congratulations on embarrassing them on a random Sunday night. And then, what was it? The other one was a 4 p.m. game. Congratulations on doing that in the regular season. Just because you beat them in the regular season does not automatically guarantee you a win in the postseason. I think we can afford a loss versus the Niners because if we meet them in the Super Bowl, we can learn from our mistakes. I'm not trying to look ahead in terms of Super Bowl or playoffs. I'm doing this 1 week at a time. Right now we're in week 15 and we're currently taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know nothing about the Niners and what we're going to do next week, and I don't know nothing about no Super Bowl because Super Bowl ain't here yet, so I ain't here to talk about none of that.
Oh my God.
What?
It was just spin my mind.
I did the best I can. You might have to do the rest if it can't get to you. I don't know how far it goes. Niners own the Cowgirls, bro. Cowgirls never going to beat the Niners, especially how they played today. I mean, again, I've been adamant saying I don't think the Cowboys can beat the Niners, but that does, just because I say it and just because you say it does not guarantee it's going to, never happen in the playoffs. This game's going to be a matter in which the defense will stop or slow down even off. It's going to come down to the defense on both sides. But yeah, I mean, they've doing a great job in being able to take down and humiliate the or just beat the Cowboys. That's okay. Beat the Cowboys, but just because you've done in the past does not mean it's gonna happen in the present. Jags kind of build the pack, okay. It's any given Sunday. Any team can win. Technically, Cleveland's middle of the pack and they beat you guys. It's any given Sunday.
That's good, or you need it.
That's fine, bro. I don't need to worry about that. Like I said, it's any given Sunday. You don't underestimate your opponent, and you don't know how things are gonna go. Been watching since January 2020. Appreciate you. Browns top tier, low key. Not without a quarterback. And no matter what you are seeing with Flacco, they're not a top tier team. Did you watch what they were doing against the Bears? That is not a top tier team. And just because you're saying the Browns are a top tier team, it does not elevate the loss for you. You're saying they're a top tier team because you lost to them. That's not how it works, bro. At the end of the day, it's any given Sunday. All right, so we get to start at our own 11-yard line. Perfect for us to start off with. First down here. And trying to give it to Keaton Mitchell. Trying to get some space there. He's going to pick up maybe a yard. Second down coming up here for the Ravens. I don't know. I honestly cannot answer that. It's about the JoJo reference. Don't worry about that. Vikings and Bengals top tier too. Sure, buddy. Sure. They beat the Niners, so they're top tier. All right, second down and 8 here. Got to see how we're going to deal with this. Obviously, the crowd noise is going to be a big effect here. So they're going to have to try to get this done quickly. They barely were able to get the snap done here. Pressure's coming. Lamar breaks out, gets it to Isaiah Likely, and Likely's going to pick up the first down. That's really just a Lamar Jackson play. Pocket collapses. They got to get the ball off in time. Just barely gets it off. Pocket's starting to collapse. He's got to roll to his left a little. He looks like he's trying to buy time. Sees Isaiah Likely, just puts it over the top for Likely to just make that catch and pick up the first down. So, first down here for the Ravens. Lamar's going to take the snap, play fake here. Lamar's got time in the pocket. Lamar is looking, pump fake. Nothing's here. He's got time. He's buying time. He's going to check it down to Rashad Bateman, and Bateman's going to pick up 9. Lamar bought as much time as possible. Nobody was open downfield, and he just looked for Bateman to get the check down. Got it to him. Pickup of 9. Second down and 1 coming up here for the Ravens. Packers just sold their season, not surprised. I mean, no one expected them to make the playoffs. Then they make a push, and then these last couple games go horrible for them. Second down and 1 here for the Ravens. Probably going to look to hand this off to Keaton Mitchell. See if he can pick it up on the ground. Oh, no, they're going to pass it here. Lamar, he's got time. Lamar fires downfield. It's caught by Bateman once again. Bateman picks up the first down. So a couple of catches for Rashad Bateman. First down, Ravens, and they move the chains. Ravens fans thanking God that the Titans missed the playoffs. Not really. We beat the Titans last time we were there. Like I said, it's not a thanking to God if you got your chance to get revenge at their hometown. So we went to Tennessee in 2020, got our revenge. We have nothing to fear of the Titans. And again, at this point in time, no one's fearing any opponent. You just go in there and do your job. It's the playoffs. There's no fear factor in this. It's the playoffs. Anything can happen. First and 10. Lamar's going to take the snap. Lamar's going to check this down to Mitchell. And Mitchell's got some blocking. Mitchell's going to take off and pick up a first down. Yeah, if Brock Purdy wins MVP, I'm going to be sick. Dude, at the end of the day, he's playing well. Again, you can feel however you feel about it. He's playing well. His numbers look great, and they got the best record in the NFC. That's going to be a great case for winning MVP. However you feel about it is however you feel about it. You know, people didn't like when Steve Nash won an MVP over Shaquille O'Neal, but it happened. When your team is winning, it is what it is. And yeah, I would love for it to be Chris McCaffrey or Tyreek Hill, but people, the voters don't care about non-quarterbacks. Lamar's going to take this under center here on first down. He's going to hand it off to Gus Edwards. Edwards going to push for about 2 yards. Second down coming up here for the Ravens. But yeah, unfortunately, people don't care. Because if you ask me, my 3 candidates for MVP would be Christian McCaffrey, Tyreek Hill, and Myles Garrett. But they don't seem to care about non-quarterbacks for MVP. So you got to look at the quarterbacks you're going to put in the conversation. You'll look at a Brock Purdy. You'll look at a Lamar. You'll look at a Dak Prescott. You'll look at a Tua. These are the names that are being put up there. Josh Allen, I guess, will be creeping into the conversation since he beat the Cowboys. I don't know. Either way, that's just what people are looking for. They care about the quarterbacks. I feel it should be a non-quarterback situation this year for who wins MVP, but they don't care about non-quarterbacks. 2nd and 8, Lamar. Nothing's there. Lamar's going to take off. He's going to scramble. He's going to pick up a first down. Ravens continue to move the chains on this opening drive. Yeah, AP won an MVP in 2012 though, and since then no one has won it. They stopped. Before it used to be about who really deserves to just be the most valuable player. Now it's just most valuable quarterback or best performing quarterback. They don't seem to care anymore about other players. Because Myles Garrett, if you watch what he's doing, not only does he deserve to be at the top or maybe top 2 for Defensive Player of the Year candidate, I think he deserves a legit case for MVP, but they're not going to give it to him. Same thing for Christian McCaffrey, Offensive Player of the Year and MVP, but they're not going to give it to him. Keaton Mitchell's going to run it here on first down. He's going to pick up maybe a yard. And we have a player down, and that looks like Zeitler. But I think he's getting up. And Josh Allen just bulldozed my man Zeitler. He was trying to get to Keaton Mitchell, and Zeitler just happened to be in the way, and he said, boom, get out the way. But it seems like he's fine. Play action here on 2nd and 9. Lamar fell, pump fakes, gets out of it, tries to check it down. Oh my God. Lamar tripped. He was going for the play action. He tripped, dodged like 3 guys. Oh, Keaton Mitchell. He ran into the feet of Keaton Mitchell, and at that point, there's nothing else he could do. Keaton Mitchell ran into the feet of Lamar. He ends up tripping up, and that's all she wrote there. 3rd down and 9 for the Ravens. What? Hold on, just put it down. Let me see what happens on 3rd down. So Ravens may have to end up settling for a field goal here if they cannot convert for this first down. On this 3rd down. But Lamar on 3rd and 9. Lamar.
Field goal it is.
That's not a fumble. He threw it.
I always like to say fumble something.
But they let it play out because they wanted to let it play out. Stanley, so what else is new? That was clearly a throw. So we're just going to have to settle for a field goal here, which is unfortunate because we marched all the way down the field. We marched all the way down the field just to do nothing. Bro, he threw the ball. What needs to be shown? He threw the football.
I always want to tell you.
What? Oh, for you? Okay.
I would take it.
I'll take the intentional ground and we'll just get Tucker out there. Yeah, you turned it on. I don't know. Pass protection's been trash so far. I said at the beginning of the stream, I expect the pass protection to be nasty and Lamar would end up getting sacked. I expect our run defense to suffer by the hands of Travis Etienne. I expect I expect the defense to be exploited in the middle of the field. I expect a lot of things. And yeah, I know at some point Stanley was going to make that mistake and get Lamar smoked. By the way, it's really getting concerning here, bro. I'm tired of Lamar just getting hit in his blind side. It gets really sickening watching Lamar get hit in his blind side. And you just keep looking at Ronnie Stanley and saying, dude, what are you doing? Also, it's such a Ravens thing for a drive to be going so well And what ends up happening, Keaton Mitchell trips his own quarterback, and Stanley misses a block, so Lamar gets sacked. I mean, it's the same thing with the Ravens every single week. It's the little things. It's the little things that don't get fixed that make you sit back and say, Tucker makes the field goal as to be expected. But it's those small things that make you sit back and see it, and you get so pissed. I don't want to go off on Stanley and be negative like I'm directly targeting him, but it's just small things like that worry me in terms of our chances to actually go far. It's been too many times where Stanley has missed a block and somebody has just hit Lamar in his blind side. And that is scary. That is scary. The fact that this guy is doing this. Last week, I don't know how he survived. He got help and did a great job. But this week, to start off the game, I don't know what happens in that moment. It's unfortunate. We go down the field. We started at our own 10-yard line. We get down to the goal line. And because Keaton Mitchell tripped Lamar up and Ronnie Stanley can't block, we end up having to settle for 3. At the end of the day, it just feels like these are the small things that will constantly keep the Ravens from getting to where they want to get to.
Walmart's amazing holiday deals are happening now. Save big on must-have fashion, top tech, and so much more. Walmart has deals for every gift.
I'm telling you, man, people are just going to continue to turn on Stanley. People are going to continue to turn on Stanley, man. People are going to continue to start to turn on Stanley. It gets very tiring when you're watching a guy consistently fail to protect our quarterback in his blind side. That's where the issue is coming in. That's where the issue is coming in. If Stanley's not going to block, why is he out there? That's where people are getting the issue. And last week he did great. He did a really good job. I think he did solid. I said the offensive line did a solid job. But Stanley, you're one of the higher paid left tackles in the league. You're supposed to be able to protect Lamar's blind side. And you have not been doing a good job of that when you've been on the field this season. You've had moments where you've been good, but for much of the season you've been bad or hurt. That's just not good, and it's going to put Lamar in danger. That's why everybody is getting on Ronnie's case they're getting on this case extra, because legitimately, when it comes with Morgan Moses, at least if the pressure's coming from the right side, Lamar's gonna see it. He'll dodge it. He'll duck and he'll take off. But if it's coming from his blind side, he's not gonna be able to see it. And if he can't see it, he's gonna be in trouble.
Is it too hot, or do you want me to put it back?
No, I was moving it because it was hitting the computer and it wasn't hitting me. No, it's fine now. I was just saying that it was just blowing towards the computer. So a great drive gets ruined because Stanley doesn't want to block. I don't know what to tell you on that. At some point, Ronnie, dude, I already talked about us not being able to defend him anymore, but it gets tiring, dog. It really gets tiring. It gets tiring when we watch you go out there. Watch that hit. When we watch you go out there, you have a chance to just do your job, which is protect. And you're not doing your job. And it's always you on a consistent basis. Week in, week out, when you're out there, it just seems to be like you're the one giving up the sacks. You're the one that's not making the blocks. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Even last week it was mediocre, but it was better than what we've usually seen, which isn't a great thing, but at least it showed he was actually able to do a decent job. So it was better than we've seen so far this season, but it's going to be the same thing. If there's anything that's going to hold this offense back, it's going to be this offensive line. If Lamar doesn't get the pass protection, what's he supposed to do? Just take a look at what Lamar made. Look at the plays Lamar made in that opening drive. Literally, it was just Lamar being Lamar and getting out the pocket and extending the play. First and 10 here, they're going to get to ETN. And again, if you're Jacksonville, you want to exploit the weakness of the Ravens. That run defense for the Ravens is not great. So that's the aspect you got to lean on. This has to be a Travis Etienne type game. Yeah, this pass protection is going to cost us the playoff. If there's anything that would cost us, it would have to be the pass protection. Because, again, unless Lamar is just going to be making magic, which he's going to have to do. But it is what it is at the end of the day. You just got to work with what you got to work with. They can't change the offensive line. You just got to hope these guys do their jobs. Etienne's going to pick up a first down. And like I said, if you're the Jaguars, you want to lean on the run game here. You don't want to try to turn this into an air raid. We know you have oh, goodness. There's a Jaguars player's down. Trying to figure out who it is. We'll find out soon. But yeah, we know you have Trevor Lawrence. We know you have Trevor Lawrence, and we know you can air it out with somebody like a Calvin Ridley on this team. But if you're Jacksonville, running the ball will be very efficient against a team that doesn't do well against the run. Against the pass, Baltimore is one of the best. So I don't think you want to turn this into an air raid type of situation here. You want to more so try to develop something with the run game. But yeah, man, it's Stanley has to do better, man. Stanley just has to, man. He just has to. There's nothing else to say. There's no way you can bench him. We've already talked about moving on from Stanley, but that's in the offseason. Like, legit. We already talked about moving on from Stanley, but that'll have to be in the offseason. You can't do anything about it now. He's your left tackle right now. So you have to make it work with this guy, which means he has to elevate his game and play up to his contract. Because there's nothing else you can do right now. It's not like you can go get another left tackle that's going to be able to vibe with what we do on the offensive line. And knowing how people constantly jump off, not jump offside, but on offense, the amount of times we constantly see false starts, you can't just plug in any left tackle and assume he's going to be in sync with the rest of the linemen. That's how we're going to get all those false start penalties. And it's unfortunate, but seriously, man, it's time. Do you think Tomlin is on the hot seat? I'm seeing so many Steelers fans talk trash and saying to fire him. Steelers fans can say whatever they want. If Rooney doesn't want to fire him, he's not going to fire him. And at the end of the day, they're not really the type of individuals to really fire coaches like that. Like when they fired Matt Canada, that was like the first time a head coach had been fired, I think in the middle of the season since the 40s or something. They're not a franchise that really fires coaches. There's a reason why Tomlin is the third head coach of all time for the Steelers.
That's the only time about Tomlin because that's hilarious. Just was talking about Tomlin.
So yeah, I don't see a situation where they're gonna fire him, but again, it's up to the Rooneys if they want to, which I don't think they want to. So I think, especially if they end up finishing over 500, they'll probably be like, the standard is the standard. We'll try again next year. 79 is the problem, unfortunately. Yeah, again, it's always Lamar's blind spot. If he can't get protected in this blind spot, what is he supposed to do? First down and 10 here for the Jaguars. Lawrence seems to be feeling much better. You know that ankle is much more healed. So he's not going to be looking to try and make those error mistakes he made against Cleveland last week. He's going to be much more poised in the pocket here. Lawrence, over the middle. Like I said, if it's not us being exploited in the run game, they're going to exploit the middle of the field in our secondary. And look at that. Everything I expected to happen is expected. It is just happening. Like everything I said within my expectations, they're just showing themselves right now. Wide open in the middle of the field. Perfect throw by Lawrence, but wide open in the middle of the field. He just finds his tight end. Gain of 28, first down for the Jaguars. They're going to run this ball, and here comes Kyle Hamilton to make the stop behind the line. Man, this defense, I wonder, maybe, there's three players you take out on all three levels. If you take out Kyle Hamilton, Roquan Smith, and Justin Madubuike, what does this defense look like? I'm in fear when I think of that. Legit fear when I think about taking those three people out of the defense. Like, if you just told them not to play this week, sit on the bench, take those three guys out, how's the defense going to look? Kyle Hamilton, Roquan Smith, and Justin Madubuike. The three most important pieces on your defense, man. 2nd and 12 here. Lawrence going to take the snap, looking towards his left. He's going to take the check down. The ball goes through the hands of Etienne. 3rd down and 12 coming up here. They are within field goal range, I believe. Let me see. That's a little bit of a high throw by Lawrence. He's got to put it a little bit low, give his receiver a chance there. They're at the cusp of field goal range, so they might want to take this. But if they can get a couple more yards, they can look to tie this game. Ooh, Lawrence got tackled on his legs. I'm surprised they didn't call a flag on that one. Matapike got him right in the legs, but it was a bang-bang play. Still, those are the type of plays you'll see a penalty come on. So 3rd down and 12 here. You got to see if the Ravens defense can make a hold and force a field goal here. Or maybe they get to Lawrence, sack him, and force him to punt. A quick throw on a screen, and he's going to be tackled right there, so they're going to settle for 3 here. So now they're going to try to kick this field goal to tie this game at 3 apiece. Yeah, that would normally be a penalty. It was a bang-bang play, so maybe that's probably why they let it slide, but normally you would see a flag on that one. Especially because I know he was getting, maybe it was because he was getting pushed and he was falling down, but I don't know. Either way, 50-yard field goal here for Jacksonville to tie it up 3 apiece. 3:15 left to go here in the first quarter, so Ravens will get the ball after this. I mean, assuming he makes this field goal and doesn't give an advantage to the Ravens where they can come back on the field on offense. That kick is sailing, and it is no good. It hit the pylon. No good. He missed it. He doinked it off the pylon. No good. Field goal miss. Ravens offense takes over there. They will continue to keep their lead. It's a 3-0 game here in the first quarter. A lot of misses as of late. Man, it's been a weird season, bro. Actually, kickers missing kicks ain't a weird season. It's a 50-yard field goal. But kickers missing kicks ain't weird. But it's just been a weird season throughout, man. It's just been that type of weird season. You just don't know what to think at this point. So Ravens hold on to their lead. Offense will take over for their second drive of this game. Roquan Smith kind of underrated. He's not talked about enough. I mean, a lot of the Ravens players aren't really talked about enough, and they're kind of underrated. You look at the season Justin Madubuike is having, and no one's really talking about him. You look at the play of Kyle Hamilton, no one's really talking about him that much. We're just starting to see people talk about Kyle Hamilton. And yeah, so I'm not surprised to see no one talking, or a lot of people not really talking about Roquan Smith. Fred is better than Roquan, but Roquan a better leader. I don't know if I can sit back and... Actually, wait, no. Yeah, Fred being better than Roquan, I can agree with that. I don't think it's that far off. I think it's very... It's damn near even. It's very close between the two. What's going on, Casper? Appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, it's very close. I think in terms of, like, Roquan and Warner, it's very close. Well, we get to see both of them play next week, so we'll see how each defensive player plays in their game. We'll see how Roquan does against Brock Purdy, and we'll see how Warner does against Lamar. Score prediction? I don't have a score prediction. I know it's going to be a close game somehow. We probably win by 3. I just think it's going to be a close game, somewhere between 24 to 27 points, and we'll just go from there. But I don't really know. I would love for it to be a game where the Ravens could just take command, but that's just not going to happen. Either way, Ravens hold on to the lead. Jacksonville cannot get the field goal. Let's see what happens here on the second drive for the Ravens. They're going to take over on the spot where they missed the field goal. I'm surprised. We actually ended up running into the kicker, or at least, making contact with the kicker, and there was no call made there. That's a toughie. I don't know if that's the correct call or not. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Lamar's just going to take it himself because they had read the play completely. He was trying to get it to Keaton Mitchell, but they had read the play completely. Nothing he could really do there. He just kept it.
You can't hear out his phone.
Yeah, the radio wasn't working. Second down and 8 for the Ravens. 2:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Hopefully they got that helmet situation figured out with Lamar, because You're not trying to have your quarterback out here on the road with a loud crowd trying to call plays to these guys. Second down here. Lamar's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be dropped there again. So they went with 2 quarterback runs in this case, especially because, again, these guys are breaking free to the backfield here. So I don't know how I feel about those play calls, but again, on both these plays, they got there quickly. So yeah, on both these plays, just looking at it, they just got to him quickly. They got to him so quickly here. They went quickly on this 3rd and 7. Lamar's just going to get sacked. So it's going to be one of those days. What?
Where did he get? How did he get sacked? Like, where did the person go from?
We snapped the ball quickly, and it came from the right side. Yeah, this offensive line's getting cooked already. What happened here?
The offensive line.
Morgan Moses didn't block anyone until it was too late.
This the
offensive line they're talking about we're going to win against the 49ers. Please.
It's going to be one of those days, bro. It's just going to be one of those days. I told see, if y'all, I don't know if anyone was here in the beginning of the stream. I told you it was going to be a day where the offensive line was not going to do their job. They weren't going to protect Lamar, and it's going to be very frustrating. Congratulations. It's exactly what it is. That's why I'm not sitting here getting mad or losing myself. It's well within my expectations here. If something's within your expectations, you don't have to sit here, get mad, get angry, and all that other stuff. What was that drive? It was the let's not protect our quarterback drive. I'm surprised Lamar was even able to get back to the line of scrimmage on both those plays. Because again, they just sent pressure and this offensive line folded. This is a good observation for San Francisco next week, because they are going to look at us and say, well, all you have to do is send pressure and their offensive line folds. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Yes, I saw what Leon did yesterday. It was crazy. It looks like another night where we're going to rely on our defense and nothing more. Are you surprised? It's well within my expectations. I was watching. Again, Jacksonville has a very nice pass rush, and as long as you're a team with a good pass rush, you can beat the Ravens because Lamar is never going to get time to throw the football. So yeah, I mean, they just got to Lamar quick and got him off the field there. It was not really much of a surprise to see it. Third drive here for Trevor Lawrence. Got to see if the defense can get him off. Like I said, it's going to be a battle of the defenses. Nice quick throw here, pick up about 5. He kind of slips. Maybe a little bit slippery out there. We are taking way too long to get lined up. We have 1 second on the clock. Something's going on with the communication right now. Because again, earlier they showed it. With Lamar's helmet, he's not hearing he's not hearing the microphone, not the microphone, he's not hearing the headset. So right now, communication is an issue right now for the Ravens. They're trying to get this figured out. Having these communication issues right now when you're on the road against a loud crowd is going to cause these problems. So while they're on the sideline right now, they better be working on getting the communication set up and back to normal. Because you cannot allow this communication to not be here tonight. Otherwise, it's going to be a long night for the Ravens offense. Second down here, they're going to run this football. And again, like I said, if you run the ball against the Ravens defense, you are going to find yourself in a situation where you'll be able to move the chains. And just like that, the first quarter comes to an end. It's a 3-0 game between the Ravens and the Jaguars, which is exactly what we expected. It's going to be a nasty game. It is what it is. Ravens got a suspect O-line. Bro, their O-line's been suspect since week 1. Why are the headsets not working all of a sudden? I don't know. They've been having problems with it. They've spoken. I don't know why the headsets are not working. Why didn't that get taken care of before the game began? I don't think they knew the headsets didn't work before the game.
I feel like that's something you have to try out.
I would assume they did try it out and then it was working, and then I don't think, because again,
like that's something that has to be tried out.
If they did try it out and they chose not to do anything, that'd be stupid. I don't think they're dumb. I think it was working, and then when the game started, all of a sudden the headsets went out, which is possible. Because again, if that's the case, it makes sense where like the communications went out.
That's a classic Ravens move.
So now you gotta just get
That's a classic Ravens.
You gotta get communication
stuff
back.
just stops working when you want it to work the most.
It is what it is.
What?
Monken is trash. You're right, Don. Monken is trash when he can't get the play to his quarterback. Absolutely. He's complete garbage when he can't properly get the play to his quarterback. I don't know what Monken's supposed to do if his quarterback can't hear him.
I can't even
hate the man. If it's his first year, I'm confused.
Dude, fans are like 5-year-olds. If you're not scoring every 5 seconds, they think you're trash.
Yo, the way Greg Roman had so many excuses over the years. Hey, no, you don't want to give Monken nothing. The benefit of the doubt that this is his first year is crazy. What?
Like I said, at the end of the day, fans are like 5-year-olds. If you're not scoring every 5 seconds, they call you trash.
No.
You give up one play, you're garbage. That's just how the fans are, you know. Something you can really take away from that. That's just how fans are going to be. What's going on, boss? Appreciate you stopping by, man. Needs for future references. O-line, cornerback, wide receiver. That's probably some of the things they're going to go do. It's my sister. She's in the background. But, yeah, those are some of the things they're probably going to look to, especially the offensive line. Just the entire O-line. Monken is obviously speaking in a frequency that damages the headset. Absolutely. Absolutely. Man, I don't know how he got into that frequency, man. The pitch must be high. Lamar must just be hearing static at this point. I'm not going to start picking people. I don't know nothing about college prospects. I can't give you nobody from who. I don't know who from Oklahoma or LSU or USC. I can't give you prospects. I just know come draft time, once I start hearing the rumors of certain things, I go with that.
He don't even know anything until it's almost draft time when he goes and does his research.
Think for the Ravens in terms of problems, O-line O-line, corners, and wide receivers. The offensive line absolutely has to be fixed. This is a nice drive that's turning into something here for the Jaguars. First down and 10 for the Jaguars. They're at midfield. Lawrence is going to roll to his right, and then he's going to fire. Ooh! That's a thread pass. That is a thread line pass. I thought Kyle Hamilton nearly had that. Hamilton jumped for that one. That was a thread line pass by Trevor Lawrence. That was so close. Put it right where it needed to. That was a great throw right there. A great throw by Trevor Lawrence to pick up 9. Second down and 1 here for the Jaguars. They're going to hand this ball off on second down, and they're going to pick up the first down here. So they're going to continue to move the chains. Once again, we're seeing the Jaguars are not having problems moving the ball against the Ravens defense, which was to be expected. I expected them to lean on the run game, and it would be effective. It has. I expected them to exploit the middle of the field and some of these plays they have. Right now, everything I'm seeing from Trevor Lawrence in this Jaguars offense is well within the expectations. At the end of the day, Baltimore's goal is to make sure they don't score any touchdowns. This has to be one of those low-scoring type of games. So we got to see these guys try to get it going. Should be noted, if Jaguars would somehow upset the Ravens, Chargers would be officially eliminated from the playoffs. Chargers aren't going to make the playoffs no matter what. It doesn't matter. Chargers aren't going to make the playoffs no matter what happens. They're one of those teams that just unofficially eliminated until they're officially eliminated. It doesn't matter what happens. Your Chargers aren't making the playoffs no matter what. Second down and 6 here. Empty backfield for Lawrence. Lawrence going to take the snap, looking to his right, quick throw, and it's dropped. That's the second drop pass by ETN. Buddy, catch the ball before you try to go make the play. A lot of times you're just trying to catch it and immediately catch the ball before you make the play. That's the second drop pass ETN's had in this game. Third down and 6 here for the Ravens. If they can get to Lawrence here, they take him out of field goal range. If not, you want to make the stop. Lawrence has plenty of time. He's going to gun it. He's going to overthrow his receiver. He was looking for Ridley. So now, once again, you're kind of in another situation where you're in field goal range once again. Do you try another field goal? Do you go for it on fourth down? What do you do here? Because you're back in field goal range. Mollett was there on the coverage. And again, Lawrence just overshot it a little bit. It's a tough throw to make because he's got to put over the top, but he just overshot it a little bit for Ridley there. So again, what do you do here? They're going to kick. It's a 55-yard field goal now. Let's see if he can make this one. And he misses this one. If he could make the 50-yard field goal, why the hell would you put him out there to make a 55-yard field goal? What are you doing? Doug! What is Doug Peterson thinking? In one of those situations, you might just want to punt. If it's 4th and 6, you're not going to try to go for it with 4th and 6. Here's the thing you got to understand. The wind. I don't know whether or not this kicker makes 50-yard field goals, but tonight, the wind is a huge factor. Trying to kick these balls from 50-plus yards with the wind blowing out there in Jacksonville is not the case. I almost forgot. I apologize to the kicker. I was about to be like, oh, this guy's going to be garbage. I forgot. The winds out there in Jacksonville is somewhere between 10 and 25 miles an hour. Kicking within those type of weather conditions, especially from 50-plus yards, is going to be difficult. Now I got to look at Doug Peterson. Maybe you're probably not going to want to try to kick in these situations. You might be put in a situation where you might have to go for it, or if you don't want to attempt it, you might want to punt the football. So, no, I completely, I saw it earlier in the beginning of the game, during the pregame warm-up. They were talking about the weather conditions and how high the wind is there. If it's windy there, the wind affected the first 50-yarder, and the wind just blew this all the way to the left on this 55-yarder. So let's not do that. If you're Jacksonville, you got to understand, I'm not saying you can't take field goals, but those field goals got to be like 35, 40, at best maybe 45. You can't be trying to kick field goals from 50-plus yards in this type of wind. That is tough. So if you're Jacksonville, you had 2 opportunities to score. You could be up potentially 6-3 in this game. Instead, it's a 3-0 game, and Baltimore gets great field possession once again. Now, will Baltimore do anything with the field position? I don't know. Instead of asking me that, you should ask me whether or not the offensive line is going to do their job and protect Lamar, which, again, I expected them to be struggling the entire game. So far in the game, they have been struggling. Nothing has really changed there. A lot of the plays Lamar has made in the passing game, or even with his legs, has just been Lamar doing Lamar things. Yeah, it's been windy down in Tampa, so I guess it's understandable. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, I got to take it back of going after the kicker there. When it's 50-plus yards in the wind, I'm not going to be surprised if that curves. It's just going to happen. Huh? Tampa, Florida. It's been windy throughout Tampa and going through Florida into Jacksonville. That's what he's saying. So it's been windy in Tampa and going through out. Yeah. No. I know this is not Tampa. So no. I was just reading the comment. He said the wind has been going through Tampa for much of the week and is passing by through Jacksonville now.
I love that wind right now.
I don't know if
I ain't feel a lot of you.
I don't know if Tampa played there today.
Florida.
It was nice.
Huh?
It was nice.
No, I said that wind.
Yeah.
If it's windy, it's how it's portrayed. Oh, that would have been lovely when we went.
First down and 10 for the Ravens. This will be a good time to try to establish the run game. We're going to try to establish the pass game with the pass protection not being there. He's going to check it down to Gus Edwards, and Edwards is going to pick up a first down here. Surprising to see them try to get the pass game going, knowing the protection ain't doing nothing to protect Lamar Jackson tonight. You got to establish this run game. I'm not going to lie, Baltimore. You're going to have to establish the run game. I can't trust the passing game tonight because the protection's not there. Look at this. Check down and still take a shot.
The thing is for me with the run game, if the O-line is already not protecting for the pass, you think they're going to make openings for the O-line?
Well, the Ravens' offensive line has always been an offensive line that can run block. That's the thing. They've always been better in run blocking than pass protection. That's why when Orlando Brown Jr. got traded to the Chiefs, we said, this guy, we know he can run block. He's not good at pass protection. Oh, they benched Ronnie Stanley.
Wow.
They benched Ronnie Stanley.
My man, sit right there.
They benched him. They
Think
said,
about
Ronnie,
your
bro.
left and get so self-recalculated.
Ronnie, we
because
can't
what
do it,
the
bro.
hell?
Ronnie, we can't do it.
Get yourself checked, bro. Think about it. Absolutely not.
Second down and 3 here. Lamar's going to take the snap. Lamar. Bates, he gets batted off! Wow! That was a good play.
Oh, happy days.
That was a good play. Wow.
Oh, happy days.
I can't even hate.
When Jesus was.
I can't even hate.
Jesus was.
That was a great pick right there. Like he read that play and just jumped the play. Lamar made the right read. Why does he take off? Because he's not trying to take off. He's trying to extend the play. He sees a receiver open downfield. Look, he sees Nelson Aguilar downfield, and that guy just jumped the play. Why didn't he just take off? Because, again, he set his feet. I don't think you guys understand why Lamar Jackson's not always trying to take off. You guys do know that. He's told y'all he's not really trying to take off. He's not always trying to run. That's a tough one right there, Lamar. You got to eat that one.
First year?
You got to eat that one. Likely was wide open. Yes, he was. But he was also looking towards another. There was two guys wide open. Likely was wide open right next to him. And then Nelson Aguilar got wide open as well. So he just chose the guy that he felt was going to get him more yards, and they got picked right there.
After his first year, that more than less than half, but that year he went into the playoffs the first year.
That's nasty right there. That's a tough pick.
That first year, he been told you he didn't want to throw. I mean, he didn't want to run.
Yeah, Lamar's been saying that he's not really looking to run like that. Please, I want the Ravens to lose 2 of the next few games. You're just saying, obviously, he's a Chiefs fan and he wants the Chiefs to get the number 1 seed.
Sorry.
It makes sense. He's a Chiefs fan and wants the Chiefs to get the number 1 seed.
Sorry for you.
But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Lamar. It's just easier to take it was just easier for him to take off there. I know he wanted to try and he was trying to fake it and get it there, but it is what it is. We're not getting 1 pick. Yeah, I doubt that.
By the time we even get picked, everything else, all the good stuff is gone.
Like I said, this is a classic Ravens game. You expect them on Sunday night on the road in Jacksonville, playing very sloppy, making mistakes, and doing dumb decisions. It feels exactly the way it is. Like I said, if I didn't know my team so well, I would be sitting like, how can I do it? It feels exactly like a Ravens game. When a Ravens game feels like a Ravens game, you sit there. 3rd down and 5, he's going to be short. They're going to have to punt this football again. So once again, Jacksonville's unable to take advantage of the circumstance. Now again, Doug Peterson likes to get aggressive here. He might go for this here. I wouldn't blame him for trying to go for it here. You missed 2 field goals. You just got to pick off of Lamar Jackson and moving the ball well. By all means, bro. By all means, take a chance. He had about 10 yards if he cuts up to the sideline. Yes, he does. But like I kept telling you guys, Lamar is not trying to run. He has told you guys this time and time again. Y'all kept trying to say the man wants to run. The man keeps telling you he don't want to run. They're going to snap this. ETN is open in the check down. ETN is open. Like, Calvin Ridley got himself open. Calvin Ridley got wide open. But yeah, that was a crazy play by Lamar to get picked on that one. I ain't gonna lie. That's nasty route running by Calvin Ridley. Oh, that was nice. That's not even who left him open. That's really just getting the best of Hamilton right there. That was nice. Okay, I like that play. I like that play right there. That was nice by Ridley. That's showcasing these sorts of talent. Ravens make a stop here on 1st down. Once again, this could end up being... it might be a situation where obviously the Ravens defense is going to try to hold for yet another field goal. But not a lot of offense really happening here in Jacksonville. I'm never going to be positive with this team until they prove it to me. Well, good luck with that, buddy. Lamar just consistently shooting himself in the foot. He trips over his own feet in the red zone and turns over the football with a bad pick. He didn't trip himself over. Literally, if you paid attention to the play, Keaton Mitchell literally tripped his quarterback over. He didn't run into his own feet and tripped. Keaton Mitchell literally tripped him up. Nice catch right there. But, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't have to explain. The footage is right there. He's going on the play action, and Keaton Mitchell, as he's running, he bumps into Lamar's feet and trips him up. So that's what happened there. And then with the pick, that was definitely a situation where he saw an open man, tried to get it to the open receiver. That was more of a great play, but again, I would look at Lamar and say it's just better just keep it and get the 1st down. That was just a better decision. That was not a great decision for Lamar. Yes, the receiver was open, but just pick up the 1st down with your legs. You're right there. Like, it's just better to just pick up the 1st down than to try to dart that pass to Nelson Aguilar.
You know what? I won't lie. That would have took that ran. He would have ran.
He would have got the 1st down.
He would have ran and got the 1st down.
Yeah.
I won't lie to you. He would have took that. Josh Allen.
You would have trucked somebody.
Josh Allen would have took that joint and ran. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Humphrey needs to
He
be
be
gone this
pissing me
season
off
to
with
prove
the
liability. I mean, again, you guys expect these guys to come off an injury and be superhuman and just be able to operate like machines and robots. I'm sorry, the human body doesn't work like that. You can't come off of a season-ending injury and then expect a guy to just play up to the potential you saw prior to the injury. I don't know what type of world you live in where you think that's possible without any sort of PEDs or steroids, but that is not the world we live in. You cannot come off a season-ending injury and expect a guy in his first year back from injury to perform at an all-pro level. That's just not going to happen.
Humphrey didn't have enough time because he got off, he came back. He didn't even start the season with us.
No.
He started, week 4?
Mm-hmm.
Went into week 4, got hurt again, took a couple weeks off, and then came back. So it's like he never even had...
Humphrey still sucks. Stop with the injuries excuse. Do get burns like every game. Again, if you want to sit back and just ignore the fact that human beings, it takes time to recover. This guy came, he didn't even start the season. The man did not start the season healthy. He had to get cleanup for whatever foot surgery he had to get. He didn't start the season. Then when he came back, he still wasn't 100%. If you want to ignore the injury thing and just assume that players coming off of injuries are supposed to immediately kill it, by all means, that's your assumption. I'm not going to take away from the fact that he's made bad plays this year. I've called him out on it. But to just act like the guy is just trash when we know he's coming off of an injury. That's like saying Devin Duvernay's garbage because he hasn't produced much in the return game. And he got injured again. That guy was coming off a season-ending injury. He doesn't fully look like himself, and now he's got injured again. But you just assume injuries don't matter, injuries don't affect anything, injuries have nothing to do anything. A guy suffers a season injury, come back, he's supposed to play at an all-pro level. If he doesn't, he sucks. If that's your assessment, if that's how you really think it works, by all means, go ahead. I remember when Flacco tore his ACL, he came back in 2016. The man was not even remotely close to being as good as we saw the previous year in 2014. That's when people really started to say, oh, Flacco might be done. He had a resurgence in 2017, even though he missed the playoffs. But in 2016, that man didn't even look remotely close to the way he was. Somehow he was playing worse. When you're coming off of a season-ending injury, you're not going to look the best. Kyler Murray's coming off of a season-ending injury, and we haven't had that vintage Kyler game yet. Come on. Let's go. So now here we go. Lawrence going to take off. Lawrence fumbled the ball. What are these quarterbacks doing? What are these quarterbacks doing? What are these quarterbacks doing? No one touched him. No one touched him. What's with these quarterbacks? I'm done. Christian McCaffrey, MVP. Christian McCaffrey, MVP. Tyreek Hill, MVP. Myles Garrett, nobody touched him. Nobody touched him.
Don't get me wrong.
These
Lamar
quarterbacks
is
are on
my
something this year.
quarterback. I would love to see him with all types of awards.
I gotta know this now. Who did it worse?
MVP should not be just quarterbacks because these quarterbacks in the MVP race, absolutely.
I gotta know now because both Lamar and Lawrence are on something. I gotta know this year on this game in terms of what happened here. Who did it worse? Lamar Jackson choosing to not take off and throw it to a guy who was open just to get picked off, or Trevor Lawrence fumbling the ball with nobody touching him? Which one was worse? I gotta know.
Fumbling the ball with nobody touching him.
Both of these guys, I don't know, man.
Both,
guys.
Both. Don't get me wrong, because Lamar should took off, but.
Y'all know this is supposed to be a good game, right? Y'all know y'all both franchise quarterbacks, right? Y'all know y'all fighting for the number 1 seed, right? We need y'all to produce here on Sunday Night Football. We can't have Lamar making a dumb decision to just throw that pass and then Lawrence just losing the ball with nobody touching him. Bro, I can't believe this, bro. Quarterbacks, y'all don't care what you want to say, bro.
I'm sorry. MVP
Mahomes is damn near leading the league in interceptions.
Man, what?
Half the quarterbacks are out.
Man.
Josh Allen's got the most touchdowns, but the most interceptions or most turnovers. Brock Purdy's getting MVP.
Over there struggling with his life over there with the Bills. I'm not lying.
I'm done with these quarterbacks, bro.
Lamar. Patrick Mahomes fighting for his life.
Patrick Mahomes ready to put hands on Kadarius Toney. I'm done with quarterbacks this year, bro. I'm done with quarterbacks. Purdy's good, but I don't think anyone sat back and said Purdy was going to win MVP when they came into the season.
I'm sorry.
Purdy's nice.
He's good, but let's be honest. What did they look like when they didn't have their starters?
Yeah, I saw Jimmy Butler's game-winning shot yesterday. He said when he went for that game-winning 3 the last time we faced off against Chicago, Well, not last game when we got blown, but like the last time we had saw them, I think in Miami, where he missed, where we had that huge lead, they pulled off that comeback. He had a chance to win it with a game-winning 3. It went in and out or something like that. And he said, next time I get a chance to get that type of shot, I'm going to make it. And he did. What's going on, guys? My guys at the lunch break hot take. What's going on, guys? Can y'all explain what's going on with quarterbacks this year? Lamar has a clear lane to run to take off for the first down. Instead, he tries to throw a dart to Nelson Aguilar. He gets picked off. Trevor Lawrence starts scrambling. Nobody's touching him, and he fumbles the ball based on nobody touching him. He just fumbled it.
Would he try to move the ball to a different hand?
I guess so. I don't know. Guys, what's going on with quarterbacks this year? I mean, the backups are out here making better plays than these franchise guys.
Ooh,
Oh my goodness. I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Are we not understanding that this is a Sunday night game? Prime
No
time?
protection, and Lamar nearly gets picked off again. Mr. Irrelevant's going to win MVP here. Forget what I said. I honestly feel like just give it to a defensive player. Look at the lack of protection. No protection. Ball gets smacked in the air. It gets tipped and nearly into the hands of another defender.
Look at that, because that would have been called holding. I ain't even going to lie to you.
You know what? Maybe it's just a sign. Detroit actually is going to win the NFC North for the first time since 1994. That's how I should have known there was something wrong with this season.
What?
Detroit winning the division. They haven't won the division since 94. I want to point that out. Man, just punt this football. There's nothing happening here, bro. There's nothing happening here. After what happened on first down,
go into the half 3-0.
it's about to be a 3-0 game at halftime because both quarterbacks
That's
are
crazy.
incompetent. Right? I don't even know if I can say both quarterbacks are incompetent or both quarterbacks are just not doing their jobs right now. Like, bro, what is happening? 3rd down and 10. You're going to need Lamar to make a special play because I don't trust this offensive line to do anything. Look at this. Oh, God, I don't even trust this protection. I don't trust this protection, man. They're going to try to get to Lamar. Lamar might have to take off here. 3rd down and 10. Lamar, nothing's there.
There we go.
Lamar, just being Lamar.
Look.
Got it to Bateman.
Thank the Lord.
1st down, Ravens. Wow.
Because look, Lamar had nothing.
It's a defensive game, absolutely, but like,
What?
I can't. I mean, it's definitely
And
a defensive
this is the
game,
offensive line we want to take and play on Christmas.
well, we'll see how that works.
Man, that means I'm gonna have a horrible Christmas day,
It
huh?
should be fun. It's gonna be a merry Christmas for somebody. Well, it's gonna be in San Francisco, so I guess the home crowd won't be going home sad.
Man,
Someone we can get out of Jacksonville alive because, good Lord, how many times you gotta get Lamar? It seems like the only way something's gonna happen is if Lamar just breaks out of the pocket and makes it happen. I don't even know what to make of this, bro. This is crazy. Now Lamar is gonna utilize the wheels here, and he's just gonna get dropped right there. Oh boy, 2nd down coming up for the Ravens. What's going on, Tim? Appreciate you stopping by. I'm done with quarterbacks this year. I don't care, dog. I'm done with quarterbacks. Okay? At this point, anybody can win. It's a free-for-all. Brock Purdy for MVP. Super Bowl can be Detroit. Who cares? Detroit's about to win the division for the first time since '94. You know something's up when something like that happens. I don't even know what's a quarterback in the NFL in 2023. Half the franchise quarterbacks on IR. The other half are just trying to survive with weird circumstances. Keaton Mitchell breaks some. Oh, not Keaton Mitchell.
Gus the Bus?
Not Gus the Bus. Justice Hill.
Justin Hill.
Justice Hill breaks it. He picks up a 1st down. Somehow this penalty is probably going to be on the Ravens.
Holding. Told you.
What else is new?
Offense?
Uh-huh.
I told
What
you.
else is new?
It ain't gonna be nothing but holding. It will be
And of
nothing
course it's
but
on
holding.
Ronnie Stanley who comes back. I don't even want to watch.
Why you
football,
even?
man.
Why you even? I told you.
Oh.
It's gonna be nothing but holding, bro.
I'm not even talking about it's not even about who's winning or losing the game. I'm watching Lamar threw a dumb interception. Trevor Lawrence somehow won up Lamar by just fumbling the ball off of air. No one touched him. And now Ronnie Stanley continues to just be, why is he still in here? He's not doing well. You benched him, but they don't have a backup plan. They don't have an alternate person that they trust to be in that position. Oh, look, Lamar's got to run a screen here because, again, we don't have anybody to really block. You're going to have to run screens and things like that if you're going to get anything going. I honestly believe this could be a 3-0 game heading into halftime because both offenses look like trash and both quarterbacks made idiotic mistakes for absolutely no reason. And I cannot explain what's happening right now with the Ravens offense, nor can I explain what's happening with Trevor Lawrence in this Jacksonville team. It's just, ugh. 3rd down and 6, you got any sort of trust or belief in these guys getting it? No, because I don't trust the protection. So here we go. Lamar, go make magic. As he gets hit, he gets it to Odell. Just got to hope Lamar's fine. But he took a shot there. He's okay. Ravens pick up a 1st down. Lamar just being a stud here, standing in the pocket and just delivering that to Odell. Perfect throw there to Odell to pick up the 1st down. He took a shot on that one, man. Ah, boy. 2-minute warning, and it's a 3-0 game. Stanley can't block to save his life, and then he's over here holding. Oh.
A holding call again?
No, I'm talking about the previous one.
Oh.
What type of football game is this? Nobody prepared. How? Let me look at this, bro. Let me look at this. 1 game. 1 game. I want to reiterate this. 1. Maybe, no, 2 at least. Okay, because I don't think anyone's going to look at the Vikings. Let's see. 1 game. 2 games. Maybe 3, depending on how you look at that game between the Texans and Titans. We've had 3 good games this week. We've had 3 good games this week. Everything else has just been a blowout or a garbage game like the Falcons and the Panthers that won 9-7.
Yo, Ocho a fool!
How do you feel about the 2-22 Pistons? What is there to say? They suck. I don't know what else to say. How do I feel about them? They're trash. What do you want me to say? I feel bad for those young players. They got to suit up every other day or whatever. They have to suit up every game and play a basketball game knowing they're going to get blown out. They suck. There's nothing to say about them. There's nothing to say. There's nothing to feel. They suck. When a team sucks, you just say they sucks. There's no positivity to speak of. There's no hope for the future. They're getting beat by 30 and 50 in other places. They suck. That's it. That's the end of the conversation. Nothing else to be said. Yes, they're 2-22. There's more to the story about the Pistons, but I don't care to tell. I don't care to tell. When you're just a bad team, you're a bad team. Well, I'll say this: it's a good thing Baltimore. It's a good thing Baltimore gets the ball coming out of halftime. Because I mean, this has been an awful game so far. Great defense on both sides doing their jobs, but I don't know if it's because of the dumb plays by the quarterbacks or the lack of protection or the missed field goals. It's been ugly throughout. It has been ugly throughout this game in Jacksonville, and we're going to head into halftime. Maybe it's 3-0, maybe it's 6-0, maybe it's 10-0, maybe it's 10-3 or 6-3 or 7-3 or 3. I don't know. Either way, it's a nasty game of football we're watching right now in the first half. Shout out to both defenses for at least doing their jobs. I will say that. Both defenses are doing their job. They're not giving up any major big plays. You know, turnovers are happening, and both defenses were able to capitalize on that. I'm happy to see both defenses showed up. But offenses, I don't know what's making the offenses, man. They just, ugh. 1st down to 10, just hoping Lamar doesn't get killed on this snap. Here we go. Lamar fires, and it is dropped by Bateman. 2nd down and 10 there, coming up for the Ravens. 1:55 left. If the Jacksonville defense is able to make a stop, they're going to try to get the ball back and see what they can do with Trevor Lawrence and hope he doesn't have butterfingers or something. I don't even know what he had there. Oh, boy. Empty backfield here for Lamar Jackson on 2nd down. Oh, God. Every time I see these guys line up, I'm afraid this offensive line is going to fold. He takes the step. Lamar. Oh, look, pressure's coming. Lamar. He's got time. He's going to take off. Lamar. Trying to break some tackles. Okay, okay. Man, if y'all don't get off my quarterback.
Not my quarterback too, but our quarterback is still pushing through. Lamar was trying to get that 1 or 2 downs.
It might be, I think it's, Jackson's going to call a timeout here. This may be a 3rd and 1 or a 3rd and 2. It was 5 wide. Nobody was open, and he had a lane, but if he would have ran in that lane at that time, he would have got sacked. So he just waited until
You know a topic that be getting me the most?
What?
Where they like Lamar can't run no more the way he used to.
I don't care.
I really take it as y'all know this man runs a certain way to protect himself. He has been out of the playoff 2 years in a row with season injuries. My man's just telling y'all, I'm be more cautious than y'all think.
Look how much time he is buying. It's crazy to see this man buy this much time. 3rd down and 1. Lamar's got 103 passing yards, 30 rushing yards. Man, we got Gus Bus. If this offensive line doesn't have any push, do they? I don't trust this offensive line. I want to give it to Gus Bus so bad. Oh, thank God Edwards somehow gets it. Because I'm looking at this offensive line saying, hey. 2019, Lamar would have got that first. Probably because he would have been looking to break 3, 4, 5, 6 tackles. Lamar's not doing that nowadays. He'll break a tackle here and there, but Lamar is not trying to go out there and play video game and break ankles. That man the entire season has made a dedicated attempt to protect himself.
Because he's been out for 2 seasons in a row because of injuries. He's not done trying to go out again.
So if he wants to protect himself, he should ask for a different kid. I'm not kidding, but like, you know, if he wants to protect himself, you need a better left tackle. I'm just saying. One of our worst starts so far. Not necessarily. I mean, we played like this similar to the Chargers game. Yeah, and that was also on Sunday Night Football, wasn't it? The Chargers, yeah. That was on Sunday Night Football. So we've had games that look like this. Yeah, Chargers Ravens. Before we went on the bye week, it was Sunday Night Football. Yeah. So yeah, I mean this is eerily similar to the Chargers game. I don't see a lick of difference between how we're playing against the Jaguars and how we looked against the Chargers. So I can't even. You're right. It's definitely one of our worst starts, but it wouldn't be worse. Minus the interception, Jackson's been carrying this team. Yeah, minus the dumb play by Lamar. Lamar's been doing his thing, which is why I'm lost for words, man. I just think the quarterbacks don't care this year. I don't know why Lamar would make that decision, and then I don't know how Trevor Lawrence shocked me even more. I'm like, okay, Trevor Lawrence is taking off. He's gonna take advantage of this, and then he fumbled the ball off of air. I don't know how he fumbled the ball. Left tackle's the hardest position to fill in the NFL. Why does everyone suck? I don't know, man. You would think in an era that panders to offense, you would at least have a left tackle that's good enough, man. Well, I mean, if you're the Niners, you ain't got to worry about offensive lines. So Brock Purdy's going to have all the protection in the world.
Nah, these injuries even stand up. My man's got the money, and I ain't never see that man do anything good after. It was injuries after injuries after injuries.
Yeah, I mean,
he got paid, bro.
Yeah, as soon as he got paid, Stanley suffered an injury that could have been career-ending, and then he came back. It wasn't good in 2021 because he came back and played against the Raiders.
And then
looked awful.
Again.
Pretty much was out for the rest of the year. Tried to come back again last year. Didn't look great. They had to sit him down, and now he's healthy this year, and he was doing good until week 1 where he got hurt, and then he's been battling through injuries throughout the season to be in and out of the line. Listen, you can like Stanley as much as you want. It's time to start looking for his predecessor. You need a new left tackle. Lamar over the middle.
Who that?
Got it to Charlie Kolar. 1st and goal for the Ravens.
My fault. I was in my
Let's see if we can get this touchdown.
I was on my phone and
Jacksonville's going to use their final timeout because they want to get the opportunity to try and they want as much time as possible to try and get some points on the board before halftime because Baltimore scoring here puts them up 10 and then Baltimore gets the ball coming out of halftime.
You said we get the ball back, right?
Yeah, we get the ball coming out of halftime.
I only asked because I was half asleep when you were talking.
Yeah. So we get the ball coming out of halftime, which is why Jacksonville's using their timeouts now. Nice throw by Lamar, Charlie Kolar. Nice job of him to hold. And we're on the goal line, and we want to kill clock. Man, if y'all do not run this ball, I don't need y'all trying to get cute or pretty with the ball. But let's do some play action. No, just run it. Just run the ball. It's Gus Edwards on the field.
It's
Gus Edwards. Run the ball.
Right there.
He's right there. They're gonna run this ball.
All right, Gus running this.
Let's play some old school power football. I don't give a damn about stats. Old school power football. Edwards.
And he pushing. He's still
They're pushing. No, we ain't got no
make
push.
it yet. We ain't make it yet.
We ain't got no push. That's fine. That's fine.
We're gonna do it
Let the
again.
clock run.
Ooh.
Why is a flag? What happened? What's the flag for?
What?
Oh no, this.
Who did what?
What happened?
Bro, please don't tell me.
Please don't be on the offense, bro.
Because we right there and you call the flag for us to go back.
This has to be some unnecessary roughness after the play or a personal foul. Who was the person?
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, maybe. Please don't be on the offense. I swear to God, if it's.
Oh my! Are you serious? What is your purpose, bro? Nah, my man's definitely flopped though. I ain't gonna lie, he flopped though. What is your purpose?
What is the point?
What was the
What
purpose?
is the reason?
What
Why
was
do
the
they
purpose?
continue to hurt themselves with these idiotic mistakes?
Dude, all you gotta do is just talk your talk and keep pushing.
I'm
Why
tired
do y'all
of these players acting like idiots because they want to get all tough
Get
on the
all
field. You're
the
just hurting
only
your
time,
team.
bro, the only time I will let it slide and I'll be like, alright, y'all fine, we're doing what
There
you
goes
gotta
the chance
do.
to go up 2 scores, guys. Now you gotta hope Lamar can make some magic before halftime because that was a 15-yard penalty and a loss of downs.
That's
So guess what?
crazy.
Second down from the 15-yard line. Way to go, guys. Oh, look, Lamar. Fires. Caught. Touchdown. Isaiah Likely. That was nasty. Isaiah Likely for the touchdown. Ravens go 4.5, 13 plays, 60 yards. I'm mad we said the name at the same time. And we said his full name. It could have been one of us just saying
you can't say likely. You gotta say Isaiah.
Likely. Alright, that Lamar Jackson made up for the idiotic play there. So
Bro,
great
like,
job
why
by
would
Lamar.
you? I want some be wanting to understand, like, why you let your emotions get to you in the most important time. I understand if it's like something's against your quarterback, somebody hits your quarterback, they're not supposed to. Yeah, go protect your quarterback. I got no problem with it. Or something happens to one of your teammates and they did something that caused them to get hurt or something.
If you do
protect
that,
your teammate.
if you do that,
I'm fine with
it'll
that.
end up offsetting. A lot of times, if something happens where you hurt your quarterback and then someone comes in, everyone starts pushing. Chances are both teams are going to get hurt.
I'm fine with stuff like that, but that was unnecessary. We're right there at the goal line to score. Why would you do something like that to hurt the team?
I don't know.
You could have just swallowed that and go walk to the sidelines and then go complain there.
Well, I'm just happy Lamar managed to make up for it by finding Isaiah Likely for the touchdown.
Like, that, bro.
It's bad, bro. I get pissed off when that happens, though.
I'm confused. Like, they're acting like they're 5-6 years old, and
They-
there's some 5 and 6 year olds that know how to maintain their emotions better than this.
It's always the same thing with some of these guys, man. It's just how it is, man.
That was an unnecessary penalty that didn't need to be happening.
It was a ridiculous penalty that didn't need to happen.
Had it been holding, I would be upset because it's a classic move. We always hold it for something.
Lions sitting pretty now? Yeah, the Lions are sitting pretty now because Minnesota choked.
I can't get mad at Minnesota.
I can. I picked them to win the division, and the path was right there. You beat the Bengals. I picked the Vikings to win that division, and I know Kirk Cousins is gone.
Did you pick him after Kirk Cousins was gone, or did you pick him when he was there?
I picked them before the season started.
Okay, well, Kirk Cousins ain't there,
Yeah.
so you can't get mad at the Vikings. Stop doing it.
I know.
Don't get me wrong, John.
But the opportunity was there.
Dobbs do what he can, but he is not a card. He's not a QB1. You can't get mad.
Question: do the Ravens clinch the AFC North next week?
No.
I don't believe so because Cleveland won today. If Cleveland would
won
have
today.
lost, I believe they would have clinched the AFC
The only
North.
thing they will clinch is a playoff spot.
They clinch a playoff spot today, next week. I think it would come down to week 17 because if Baltimore was to win this
come
game,
down to 18.
let me think about it.
No,
it couldn't.
17 weeks.
Yeah, but week 18, you have the answer. I'm trying to think right now. Cleveland has 6 losses on the season. Baltimore would have to finish with a record of 11-6. So if Baltimore gets 12 wins, they win the division because Cleveland doesn't have the capability of getting 12 wins. So Baltimore, if they win tonight, they'll be at 11. Oh, wait. John, you might be right. We do clinch the AFC North.
What's
because
today? This is 11. This
If
is
we
our
win
11th
tonight,
game.
this will be 11-3.
Oh, yeah,
Next
no,
week
next
against
week
the
is
Niners,
definitely
if we
clinch.
do win, that'll be 12. I thought we would.
12.
You are John. You might be right. We may clinch the
What's the-
AFC
what's
North
the- what's
with a
their-
win this today and next week.
What's their record? Cleveland's.
9-6. No, they're 9-5.
5.
Wait, no, they wouldn't clinch next week because I think they won today. So
Yeah.
Cleveland, they're 9-5. No, so they
They're
wouldn't
not
clinch next
clinching.
week
That's why I'm like.
because we still have that.
What,
We
three-
lost to them,
four
so
more
I think
games?
yeah. So I think it's a head-to-head. We need 13 wins to guarantee it. But I don't know if we beat them on the tiebreaker though.
No,
No, we split with them. So we split with them. We beat Cleveland early on in Cleveland.
No,
They
but
beat
how
us in
many
Baltimore.
Yeah, but how
But-
many divisional wins did we have against them?
Um,
That's the question because we
divisional
we
wins in the
both with the
AFC.
Bengals.
We swept the Bengals. We lost the Steelers. So we're 3-2. And then
They won one against
They won
us.
one
They
against
won
us.
one against the Steelers, or they won both their Steelers games.
they won one against the Steelers. They lost the first Steelers matchup.
Yeah, so they won both their Steelers, and then they won.
They haven't faced off against Cincinnati yet. That's in the end. They're 3-2 as well.
They're 3-2.
So we're both 3-2. Conference records though.
They
we-
won the one against us. They won one against.
No, I'm talking about the
Cincinnati.
AFC.
That's
Oh
what
yeah.
I'm saying.
yeah.
They won against us. They won against.
No, we gotta look at the
Cincinnati.
losses though. We gotta look at the losses
They
though.
won against us. They won against.
Not the
Cincinnati
wins, the
again.
losses. I'm saying look at the
I
losses.
ain't even looking for the losses. I want to know what the wins are first.
It's the
B.
win's not gonna matter. It's the loss column that matters. We have 3 conference losses. Trevor Lawrence going deep. Oh my God, Jones just couldn't locate the ball.
Okay,
He
so
tripped up.
We've all both of them. Both
We've
teams have
lost
played
3
five.
times.
No, they both teams have played five times.
We're not
against the
talking about division. I'm talking about the AFC conference, not the AFC North.
Bro,
the
I'm talking about the
conference,
North.
not the
Well, that's how you
division.
look.
We're 3-2 in the division.
Okay.
Both the Ravens and the Browns are 3-2.
Okay.
And after that, the next tiebreaker is conference records. So I'm talking about the opponents you face in the AFC as a whole. So we lost the Colts, we lost the Browns, we lost to the Steelers. Cleveland, I'm trying to look at their losses in the AFC.
They lost to Cincinnati.
Okay, I believe. Let me look at Cleveland.
No, they didn't.
They haven't lost to Steelers. They lost to Steelers. They lost to us. So that's 2.
They lost to us. They
Who's
still have
the
their
third?
Cincinnati game for the last.
That has to be the 3rd. First down picked up here. Clock is ticking. Jacksonville has no more timeouts. They got to get a
Broncos.
field
Did
goal.
they
out
play
there.
the Broncos?
They beat the Broncos.
They did.
Yeah. Wait, did they play the Broncos? Let me see. Okay, so let me see. AFC. Okay. Let me try to pay attention here. Back to back. Oh, incomplete. Steven's gonna
Flag.
get called for pass
Pass
interference.
interference.
Let me look here. Okay. Week 1. They lost to Steelers. So that's
Okay, that's
1.
one.
Okay, they lost to us. That's 2.
2.
They beat the Colts. They lost to Seahawks. They beat us. They beat the Steelers. They did lose to the Broncos.
Okay,
so
so
yeah.
that's 3.
So we both have 3. So yeah, no, there's no way for us to clinch because they would have to.
Rams.
Yeah.
No, go back. I'm not done looking.
No, the other one after
Rams,
Rams, Jaguars. They
Oh,
beat
no.
the Jaguars. Beat the
They
Rams. They're on a
played the
3-game
Bears.
winning streak right now.
So it's still a tie.
Yeah, so it's still a tie. With the way the Ravens defense is giving up these penalties and these yardage,
So
Trevor
who-
Lawrence might
who
go
they
down the
have
field, score a
left to
touchdown.
play?
Who they have left to play in the AFC?
Yeah. 'Cause I know we still have.
Texans, Jets, and Bengals. Those are all AFC
Oh.
matchups. Those are their final 3 games.
Oh, because I was gonna say I know we got Dolphins and I know we. Ooh. I was like,
You
I
gotta
know we
announce.
still got Dolphins. I know we still got.
We got Niners next
Steelers.
week, Dolphins, and then Steelers. So we have this is one of our
I don't
AFC
know why you
matchups.
said Niners.
Niners
I
is
wasn't
next
counting
week.
them.
I'm just saying.
I wasn't counting them. Not in the
I was
AFC.
just giving you the schedule, my friend.
I know what the schedule is. I'm talking
We got
about the AFC.
okay then. Dolphins, Steelers. That's it. Dolphins, Steelers. This is one of our 3
I
last
know, but we can't
divisional
count it. We're
games.
still playing it right now.
So we'll see how this one goes. But a loss today makes it very close. 2nd and 6. Defense is really folding here. Just gotta hope they don't give up oh, that's a clear jump. Or will they call a false start? They're gonna call a false start. Surprisingly, call a false start.
Who moved?
They said the offensive line moved.
You sure?
I gotta see the
sure?
replay. Gotta see the replay.
Because I ain't see them. I ain't see it. So hit me with the replay.
I wasn't looking up at that moment. Let me look at this replay. It said number 68. Did he move? Yeah,
No, he did.
that's a jump.
Okay. Because I was going to be like, hit me with that replay.
That's a jump.
Hit me with your best shot.
2nd down and 11 here. 30 seconds left to go before half. Jacksonville trying to put some points on the board. Here we go. Lawrence going deep. He's got a man. Oh my,
my
God.
God.
Brandon Stevens is getting cooked. Did he get cooked last time? Oh, that was Marcus Peters. That was Marcus Peters.
Oh, against the Jags?
Yeah, again, you know that final drive with the touchdown,
Yeah,
the 2-point conversion?
Marcus
That was a Marcus Peters that got cooked there. And Brandon Stevens gave up the 2-point conversion. Oh my God, you got him in bounds. You got him in bounds. You got him in bounds. They're not going to have time. They're not going to have time. That's it. That's the half. That's the half. That's the half.
Blow the whistle.
That's the half.
Blow the whistle.
That's
the time
the half.
is done.
That's the half. Ravens survived before halftime without giving up any points. That is terrible. He had to get out of bounds. Great tackle to make sure they gave up no points there.
Ooh,
Oh, he's pissed.
angry. Oh,
He was tackled in bounds, my friend.
You saw what he said?
He was tackled in bounds.
You saw what he said? I felt all that.
Throw it into the ground. He wouldn't have had enough time. In order to get, even if he got set, by the time he threw it into the ground, time would have been up. He wouldn't have had 1 second left. And they have to get, first of all, you got to give the ball to the ref. He's got to get you set. They have to get properly set. And if he throws it to the ground and they're not set, that's a penalty. 10-second runoff.
The refs be taking they sweet time to grab that ball.
So the Ravens barely survived. Defense almost folded there.
Man.
Oh, the play before? Oh, yeah, when they were coming up. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence was trying to go quick to catch the defense off guard. Didn't work out. Well, Doug Peterson and the Jaguars are 0-4 when trailing at halftime this season. Trust me, Ravens love making history.
He definitely should have spiked that.
He should have. Yeah, when he got the big play.
He
tried to catch the Ravens defense off guard.
Wait, what would you say?
He tried to catch the Ravens defense off guard.
He should have spiked that.
It didn't work out in his favor, but he tried to catch the Ravens defense off guard. He paid for it. So Ravens survived. They're up 10-0 heading into halftime. They get the ball coming out of half. So if you can get Lamar in the offense to go down the field, make it 17-0, hey man, you put yourself in a good position. Either way, I will see you guys in the second half. Oh my God, he should have. Oh, that's a bad play right there. And he's down. He's down in bounds. Nice tackle by Marcus Williams to make sure he's down in bounds. He's down. Yeah, there's the elbow. He's down in bounds. Anyway, guys, I will see y'all in the second half.
The butt was on the ground, in bounds.
All right, second half football here for the Ravens. We do get the ball here, so we got to see what we can do here. We got a chance to extend this lead to 17. If Baltimore can do that, you put yourself in the 3-possession game. And obviously, knowing Baltimore, they love when they get those leads and just to slowly chip the game out. So be careful and be concerned about how the Ravens come out. We got lucky. We got lucky. Jacksonville was terrible with the clock management. They should have came away with at least 3 points. We were lucky they came away with 0. So let's not sit back and give them any other opportunity to come back and try to make this game close. 1st and 10 here. Lamar. Lamar's looking. He's looking. Nothing's there. Lamar's just going to get smacked. Was he down? Second down coming up here for the Ravens. It's the same thing with the Ravens every week. You just don't know what you're getting on a week-to-week basis. Yeah, so Lamar wasn't down. And because he wasn't down, that should count as extra yardage, which it does. 2nd down and 4 here for the Ravens. Well, they were looking for the quick throw, and nobody was there. Thanks. The quick throw should have been there. He didn't turn, so Lamar just had to tuck it and take it. 3rd down coming up here for the Ravens. It would be nice if you don't go 3 and out to start off the 3rd quarter. And again, just getting caught again. Mitchell pushes through and picks up the 1st down. So that's good for Keaton Mitchell to get the 1st down. Ravens do not go 3 and out. Instead, they pick up the 1st down and they move the chains, keeping the drive alive. 1st and 10 for the Ravens on this 3rd quarter drive here. First and 10. Obviously, they're still going to try to utilize this passing game. Lamar's going to take this under center here. Play action here. Lamar fires downfield. It is caught by Odell. Odell Beckham Jr. making a couple plays here. 1st down Ravens. Hope I don't jinx this, but as long as we don't turn the ball over in our first drive of the second half, we're winning this game. I can't make that assumption knowing there's still there's 30 minutes of football left to play. He dropped that. He dropped that. That is not a catch. He dropped that. They're going to review this. That's a clear drop. They let that slide. That was a drop. They let that slide. Look at Lamar take off. Lamar picking up the 1st down. That was a drop, and they let that go. That was not caught. Well, he caught it, but they didn't maintain possession. He initially caught the pass. He rolled and lost possession. And Doug Peterson in the front, and the guys up front, they didn't look at that. They didn't pick up on it. He didn't maintain possession, so that's got to be a drop. But they didn't look at it, and they said, okay, it's fine. So the Ravens pick up another 1st down. I don't know what to tell you. It's going to count as completion. 1st down here for the Ravens, right around midfield. Ravens going to hand the ball off here to Gus Edwards. And Edwards is going to be slammed down right there at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up for the Ravens. Ravens been trying to get this run game going, and they've got nothing other than Lamar Jackson's scrambles. So the Lamar Jackson runs have been the only thing effective today. Other than the Lamar Jackson runs, they haven't been able to get anything going in the run game, which has been quite difficult for them. 2nd down and 10 here for the Ravens offense. Obviously trying to put some points on the board here. That's a jump. That's a clear jump. Offsides. Or are they going to call a false start? Of course. Now Moses jumped. Oh, God. It's always this offense. If it's not Stanley, it's somebody else. 2nd and 15. Man, this offensive line. I don't even know. It's just been going around the league nowadays. I don't know what's going on. It's happening with us too, but you got receivers lining up off sides, Tony, but like and not checking in. I think an offensive lineman got called for being lined up off sides or something. It's just been so weird this season. It's been a weird year. 2nd down and 15 instead for the Ravens. Let's see if they can get something going on 2nd and 15 here. Lamar's going to take the snap. Lamar's got time. He's going to sidearm throw it. It's going to be caught. There's the first completion for Zay Flowers. Yeah, the penalties are just killing us, guys. The penalties are just killing us. 3rd down coming up here for the Ravens. What is this going to be? 3rd down and 4? 3rd down and 7. My goodness, I was wrong. So you picked up 8 on that play. You're going to need a good chunk here to get yourself back into well, get yourself to keep the drive alive, basically, because you're not even in field goal range. If you don't get this, you're going to have to punt. 3rd and 7. Here we go. Blitz coming. Lamar gets smoked. There's nothing he can do. He gets smoked. The lack of protection, the lack of time. If Lamar doesn't go out there and make the play, it's just not going to be made. Are you... Oh, my God. Did Lamar point out the protection and then proceed to not get protection? Flag on the play. It's probably going to be on us. What else is new?
Grounding again?
What? Grounding? What are you talking about? Probably going to be on the offense.
Holding?
No, we're punting the ball.
Oh, we're punting
yes.
the ball?
Someone may have jumped.
3 and out.
Or probably a false start on the offense.
No protection, I see.
Gus missed the block and Jackson. That's what I'm saying. Oh, it's on the defense. So what's this? What is this? Offsides on the defense. Either way, Jacksonville gets the ball. Gus missed the block and Jackson. That's what's getting me, bro. That's what's getting me. I don't know which game will be the last Sunday Night Football game. It's usually around week 16, I guess. So whatever the Sunday Night Football is for week 16, that may be the case. Maybe week 17. I don't know.
Oh, I feel like they're really trying to determine what, because none of them have schedules yet.
I don't know.
None of them have a time yet. So
well, that's for week 18. I don't know.
I think they're trying to determine what.
Yeah.
Did you say week 17 or week 18? Did you say 17?
Week 17 could be the case. Or maybe it's week 18.
Week 18 doesn't have any.
Yeah, I'm saying about the Sunday night. I'm saying no, they don't end Sunday night. It would be Thursday night. So last game for Sunday night would know. What you're thinking of, Gorman? I don't know what the last Sunday night game will be. It's to be determined. There's no Sunday night game. If you're talking about the situation where the games end before the season ends, that's Thursday night football. And I think Thursday night football ends week 15 or week 16. Sunday night football always goes through until the end of the season. So I don't know what Sunday night football is going to be. I don't know who's going to be on Sunday night football. Everybody has a to be determined there. It's sad, though. Lamar did point out the blitz. He pointed out where the blitz was coming, expected to get a block, thought he would get the block there. Nobody blocked for him. That's great. Linderbaum needs to be the only returning starter on this O-line. I don't know if that's going to be the case, man. No, I mean Zeitler's done well. Zeitler's done well. So I guess if you want, you can look at Linderbaum and Zeitler, I guess. We certainly need new tackles, man. We certainly need new tackles. Yes, that was the Week 5 game between the Ravens and Steelers.
Well, there is a Week 17 Thursday Night Football, and that's Jets and Browns.
So they're going to finish off on Week 17. Maybe they've extended it because there's 18 weeks.
Week 18 still has been determined. You know, they determine who's going to have prime time.
Yeah, but they usually don't have a Thursday Night Football game the last week of the season. Usually it ends a week or two before.
And you usually don't have Saturday games on a week 14.
No, I'm saying usually it's usually been the case. Thursday Night Football usually gets a limited amount of games every season and always cuts off a week or two before the season ended. So that's usually how it's been. They've usually never changed that. Now they can mix and match the schedule, but it's usually been the case where 1 to 2 weeks before the season ends, there's that the last Thursday night football game. Now you gotta see the defense come do something here.
Detroit plays.
Want to see Voorhees come back? We'll see what he can do.
Dallas
Lele in a roll too. I'm
Saturday
not sure
night.
about that.
Dallas and Lions play the 30th Saturday night.
1st and 10 here for the Jaguars, down by 10, looking to put up a drive. They were able to move the ball down the field relatively easy against our defense before halftime.
Well, we know
They're going to look to do that again.
week
Instead,
7.
ETN's not going anywhere. He's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That may be a loss of 1. 2nd down coming up for the Jaguars.
Week 17 Sunday night ain't gonna be nothing. They might as well have just moved Sunday night.
We'll
to
see what Week
Sunday.
17 Sunday night's going to be.
Oh, I'm about to tell you. It's
They have the ability to flex it, and I'm of the mindset they're going to flex that
They
Ravens
better
Dolphins
listen,
game.
if they
So I'm
better
not going to
listen,
listen until I actually see. They have the capability to flex it.
hard.
They have the capability to flex it. They still have plenty of time before they would need
They
to
do,
flex
but
it.
sometimes they don't use it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna wait until it happens. I'm not gonna guarantee that all of a sudden, the flexing is not gonna happen. The next thing you know, boom, we're playing on Sunday night. A check down here on 2nd down. Can he pick up the? Ooh, he was all over his helmet there. Roquan Smith, gotta be careful there. You're not trying to get a face mask call. Like I said, attacking the middle of the field, which is what they're doing, and running the ball, these are two things that have been relatively effective. Would not be surprised if Jacksonville lines up on 3rd and 2 with ETN and runs this ball. Don't think that's what Lawrence is going to do, but I wouldn't be surprised. No, they're going to throw it here, but I would not be surprised if Lawrence chose to line up ETN. Oh, he's going to bring ETN back up. We'll see.
The Bills, both of their quarterbacks' last name is Allen.
Yes, I said it like 3 hours ago, but you were half asleep.
I was.
3rd down and 2. Nobody's open, but he's going to find somebody in the middle of the field. And then he nearly broke out of that tackle and went the distance. So he picked up probably an extra 5+ yards on that one. 1st down, Jaguars. Happy Brandon Staley got fired. It don't matter to me. I'm not a Chargers fan. I don't care about Staley getting fired. I'm not a Chargers fan. That does nothing for me. I hope Charger fans are happy about that. Hit me up when Ron Rivera gets fired. Then I'll be happy. That has nothing to do with me. I'm not going to be happy or sad Staley get fired. I'm not a Chargers fan. I could care less. I told them to get rid of him last year. They didn't. They paid the price this year. 1st down and 10 here for Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lawrence, quick throw here. Hamilton. Nice stop right there. Otherwise, he's picking that 1st down. This looks like a wink defense tonight. I don't know if they're really blitzing as much as we're seeing.
How they gonna give me
What's
the
the point of the defense
trailer?
going to get rid of their premier D lineman? I don't know. Just trying to generate more pressure as a unit. 2nd and 6. Gonna look to do some play action here. Trevor Lawrence going deep. Wide open. How is he wide open? Oh, of course. Cover bust. 5 plays, 88 yards, and a touchdown, and they brought it close. I don't even know who blew the play. I'm not even mad. It's just Ravens football. You expect this. I don't know how that dude's left completely wide open. It's the same thing. Who was on him? Who was on him? This looks like it's Millet's play, and Millet just gets... He just... No! Why would you make the assumption Brandon Stevens was going to follow him when you didn't see him follow him? That's just a complete coverage bust by Millet. Millet made the idiotic play to just assume that and that's an... Oh, he got it. Never mind. I thought he almost missed it. 10-7 game. Why would he... Legit, why did he assume that Brandon Stevens was going to follow him on that? That's stupid. Stick with your man. It was man coverage, and he just assumed he was going to get help from not from Geno Stone. He assumed he was going to get help from Brandon Stevens. That was a stupid decision, and they gave up a touchdown. Like I said, Ravens are going to be in a nasty, disgusting battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's going to come down to the wire, and it's going to be annoying, and it's going to piss everybody off. Prepare for a nonsense game. Would not be surprised. It's why NFL players shouldn't get paid as much as they do. I mean, that'd probably be something you would want to speak up for NBA players. There's players that are getting paid a lot of money to sit on the bench and do nothing. So I wouldn't look at NFL players and say they should get paid as much as they do. And unlike NFL players, NBA players, their contracts are guaranteed. So you got players with guaranteed contracts just sitting on the bench, not really doing much. Those are the people you should attack, not the NFL. These guys' contracts are not guaranteed. These NBA players can make baskets consistently. Have you actually watched? Go tell that to the Detroit Pistons, and then come back to me. What's up, man? What kind of coverage was that? I don't know. It was man. It was supposed to be man. Millette was supposed to stay with his guy. The safety was there with Geno Stone, but Millette's not supposed to leave his guy open. He just assumed that Brandon Stevens was going to switch his coverage, which was not the case. It was man. Brandon Stevens was sticking with his guy. Millette just chose to willingly leave his dude wide open because he thought Stevens was going to switch, where there was no switch. So it's legit. He just dropped down on his own coverage. And it just dropped down like he was just playing the flat. I don't know why he did that. The communication's clearly not there tonight, because I don't know how you make that type of mistake there. I don't know if Ron will be fired. Who knows? I'm not here to really care about that right now, because I'm not just going to assume that's going to happen. I don't know. I'm not going to make those assumptions. 3-point game because the Ravens defense gives up a touchdown because Millette wants to just play the flat instead of sticking with his man when it was man coverage on third down. I don't know. It's the same old with the Ravens. I would not be surprised if they blow. What the hell? What type of commercial is this, man? Why do they always gotta do these weird beef jerky commercials with the Yeti?
Oh.
So it's the same old story. Prepare for yet another, and I want to say this, another tedious game that's going to come down to the wire and be annoying for absolutely no reason. I have no clue what the offense is going to do on this drive. I just hope they don't turn the ball over. Like I said, it's the same thing. It's the same story with the Ravens every single game. You don't know what you're going to get from them. You can get an offensive explosion like last week against the Rams, or you can get this nightmare like this game here, which is eerily similar to how the game went between the Chargers and the Ravens on Sunday Night Football. Alright, we gotta go to San Francisco next week to play. That should really be fun with the way we're playing right now. But knowing the Ravens, they'll probably play up to expectations there, because you know that's how they like to do things. So once again, in a game that you had a chance to go up 17, didn't do anything with the football, then the defense blows the coverage and gives up a wide open touchdown. I mean, what are you gonna do there? It'd be so easy to get mad if I'm not so used to it. But, bro, it's week 15. We're so used to this team doing this. Is there anything to just sit back and be like, oh, I got to get mad? Bro, it's week 15. About a 5-yard pickup here for Keaton Mitchell. 5-yard pickup here. Second down coming up for the Ravens. Second down and 5 here for the Ravens. Would not be surprised if they go 3 and out. 6:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Again, if Lamar's not making magic, I don't know what's going to happen, because this offensive line don't seem like they want to block today. Oh, look, Lamar is just having to buy time again. Lamar having to buy time again. Lamar having to break ankles again. If Lamar Jackson... Oh, come on, bro. That last hit wasn't unnecessary. Lamar's the most agile player in the NFL. Yeah, but we don't need to have to rely on this. This is why you got the weapon, so you wouldn't have to over-rely on Lamar Jackson having to be special every play so that you can somehow stay alive and keep the drive alive. Lamar is going to end up with 100 rushing yards today, isn't he? Finally, we get some good look here. Keaton Mitchell picking up the first down. Finally, he gets a look. He breaks it to the outside. First down, Ravens. Gotta hope they can go down the field and score a touchdown to make it back to a 10-point game, try to get some momentum back. But, again, it's the Ravens. We know what we usually expect here. When it comes to the run blocking, they actually seem to know what they're doing. But the minute we get the pass protection, oh no, brother, we don't know what we're doing on pass protection. Ravens right near midfield here. Lamar has 700 rushing yards, bro. He may end up with another 1,000-yard rushing season. Gonna give it to Keaton Mitchell. Mitchell breaking it up the middle. picking up a first down. Keaton, they got to start getting this run game going. They got to open up the run game, get it going, and see if they can get back down to the goal line to try and regain this lead. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter here. Ravens are moving the ball. They're in Jacksonville territory. We're going to run this ball again. This time Lamar is going to keep it. Lamar is breaking out of a tackle. He's going to pick up about 2-3 yards. Tell this man to get off my quarterback's legs. He's already down. I know he's fast, but he's already down. What's going on, Andrew? Appreciate you stopping by. We're just watching the Ravens play like the Ravens. 31st straight game with 100-plus rushing yards, including postseason. 6th longest streak in NFL history. All right, 2nd and 7 here. Lamar takes the snap. Lamar's looking. Lamar's firing. I think he got hit as he threw that ball. I don't know where that pass was going. Lamar, look, that pocket was collapsing. He might have got hit as he threw that ball. I got to take a look at that. Yeah, the edge rushers have been cooking our tackles, so Lamar has to be special 24/7. And that's not fun when you have to ask your quarterback to be special every play just to get everything going. That just means if they shut him down, which teams can zone in to do, nothing else is going to happen. 3rd down and 7, you're at the cusp of Tucker range, so you could take a chance here, but with the win, I don't know about that. Here we go. Pressure's coming again. Lamar's going to fire downfield. There's got to be some sort of connection there. He's going to Bateman. Nothing's there. Why did we stop running? Because they stopped the run. I don't know. And once again, the Ravens got a punt. It's the same old story. What's going on, Luis? It's the same old story here. Nobody was open. And Bateman has no shot at that pass. Bateman has no shot at that pass. And the Ravens themselves had no shot at it anyway. Why are they going for it on 4th down? They're not getting this. They're not getting this.
4th down for what?
Because they're at the cusp of field goal range. They're not going for this. Okay, they're just pretending.
Oh, okay.
They're just pretending.
Oh, okay.
Likely, well, no, when he was going to Likely was running a dig route. So when he was looking for Likely, there was a player right there that was looking to jump. So we can't sit back and say he was wide open. Likely was in the space, but he was trying to run a dig route. The minute Lamar looked over there, all of a sudden there's a defender creeping. He had to move to his next progression. So, no. They were not about to, you're not about to just try to throw that in the tight. We just saw Lamar try to do that and he got picked off. Here's my perspective. Lamar is playing really bad right now. Louis, sure. I don't have the energy to try and explain it. Yeah, Lamar's playing bad. End of story. I don't have the energy. Someone in the chat, you can go ahead at it. I don't have the energy. Lamar's just playing bad. That's what it is. I don't have the energy. Jacksonville gets the ball back here. It's a 10-7 game. It's a 10-7 game. Jacksonville gets the ball back with a chance to tie the game or potentially take the lead. With the way our defense is playing right now, we're not exactly sure if they can make a stop. Mark Andrews, can't keep talking about Mark, bro. He ain't coming back anytime soon. You're just going to have to make do with what you have. You're just going to have to make do with what you have. Team is stupid right now. That's why we took the delay game. They could have attempted to kick the field goal with Tucker, but in the win, they didn't want to try it. And they don't want to give good field position to Trevor Lawrence because right now their defense is showing themselves. I mean, I would assume if I'm here for Christmas, I'll be streaming the Ravens and Niners. Other than that, I'm not streaming nothing else. I'm just ready for this other drive here, hoping the Ravens defense could attempt to do something. Can't get nothing going offensively consistently. Not even sure I can fully trust this defense right now because the secondary is getting cooked. Can't stop the run, giving plays. You know, usually it was the middle of the field. Usually it was the middle of the field that was getting cooked. Now we're just getting beat on the outside. So I'm ready for the next drive here. Like I said, I don't really have a lot. We're in week 15. Okay, the team is what they are. I'm not here to like put this extra aspect in to be like, oh man, when they play bad, I gotta get mad or pissed off. It's week 15. Okay, the luxury is worn off. The next time you'd probably see someone like me get mad or anybody else get mad would be the playoffs. Like the playoffs would be the next time you would look and be like, okay, now I would sit there to get, I'll be getting angry if you're making the same mistakes you did in the regular season that you've been doing all season. So that's where I would be with it. But I don't have that. And Marcus Williams, I guess, re-injured that arm. A groin injury. He got elbowed. I saw the play what happened. He got elbowed right in the groin. I see why he's questionable. As that man was going down, it was like, bam! Yeah, I'm not coming back out there if I get hit like that either. I'm done. That man took a full force elbow to the groin. He is cooked for the day. ETN breaking out of tackles, picking up about 3 yards here. Second down coming up for the Ravens, for the Jaguars. Munkins a fraud, sure, Don. Whatever you say, bro. Whatever you say, dog. I ain't got the energy, bro. The AFC's so close for the playoff picture. It's just weird. Like 10-3, 10-4, 9-5, 8-5, 9-5, 8-6, 8-6, 8-6, 8-6, 7-7. Like legit, anybody makes a mistake right now, it could cost you. All right, Trevor Lawrence got plenty of time to throw. He's going to throw across the middle to check it down to ETN. And that's a great tackle by Roquan Smith. Third down coming up here. You hope your defense can get these guys off the field. Can you force some type of 3-and-out situation, get the ball back to your offense in good field position, and see if we can get something going with Lamar? It's a 3rd-and-3 situation. Ravens, how have they? I don't think they've been good at all on third down. They've been giving up a lot of yards, a lot of big plays so far. It just hasn't accounted to a lot of points because they've missed 2 field goals and then they didn't get that clock down in time, so they ended up going into half with no points. But other than that, Lawrence has done a great job handling whatever pressure they throw at him. That's a jump. That's a false start. That's a clear false start. So now 3rd-and-3 turns into 3rd-and-8, and now you just gotta hope. You just gotta hope.
Yeah.
You just gotta hope that you gotta stop here. False start. So 3rd-and-3 turns into 3rd-and-8. Can the Ravens defense do anything with this?
He better be watching the game up there, man.
For what?
Always calling people for help in the middle of the game. He better be watching the game up there, man.
Well, if he's not, turn it on.
I'm not gonna turn it on.
Make the attempt. 3rd down and 8. Let's see what the defense does here. Can they make a stop or will they give up another 1st down? That clock is winding down. I gotta be careful. Trevor Lawrence, he's gonna get sacked. He's gonna throw the ball. He's gonna throw the ball. It's gonna be ruled incomplete. But Lawrence is gonna get sacked and they are gonna force the 3-and-out. Will the Royal Ravens please stand? Will the Royal Ravens please stand up? They look like crap right now. I feel sorry for next week. Hell, they look pitiful. I'm jumping the showers. Antoine, bro, come on, bro. This ain't your first time watching the Ravens. We always do this. Watch, I'm telling you, bro. You're gonna look at them play against the Niners. You're gonna be like, that's not the same team that we saw here, bro. The team that we saw play like the Chargers was not the team that we saw play against the Rams last week. Intentional grounding got called. He wasn't in the end zone. So half the distance to the goal, 4th down, he's got to be careful. So yeah, I mean, hey bro, Antoine, it's week 15. There's no need to get upset. The Ravens have always been like this. It's week 15. They are who they are. The only time you should be looking to try and get upset is if they're doing this nonsense in the playoffs. Other than that, it's week 15. You don't need to look to, hey bro, you want to step up or you're going to get a safety. He's got to be careful and make sure he doesn't step out. Otherwise, that's a safety. So Wallace is going to get plenty of space here to take this. He can get good field position. And he got tackled by the very first person that touched him. You're going to get solid field position, but still. Biggest mistake we ever made was letting Orlando Brown Jr. go and keeping Stanley. I mean, you could say that, but Orlando Brown Jr. has not been really great as a tackle. So I guess the difference would be he would at least be on the field. So he'd be healthy, and you would be able to criticize him every week. So he would just be on the field while you criticize him, as opposed to Stanley, who's on the field half the time when you criticize him. Justin Madubuike has really developed. Yeah, he's developed over the last 3 years. If you take a look at his number in productions, you've seen he's gotten better every single year. And this year has been his year to explode. Orlando Brown hasn't been great, but it's way better than Stanley. Yeah, it's way better than Stanley because he's actually playing. At least you can sit back and say, for as bad as Orlando Brown Jr. can be at times, at least you know he's going to be on the field. So that's the difference. Stanley ain't great, but Orlando's not great, but at least he's available, and you'll take availability over not knowing whether or not he's going to be there. And again, it's not Stanley's fault. Injuries are not something you can control. But again, that's just how it is. The game is cold and cruel. When you constantly pile up injuries, fans aren't going to want you on their team anymore because you're never available to do anything. So that's just how it is. Even if you got another guy that you can pick that's probably just as bad as you, or played just as bad as you, the fact that he's at least on the field at least gives you a benefit because, again, without Stanley, we don't have a replacement. So at least when you have this guy on the field, you can attempt to do something. Miami say easy 1 seed if y'all don't get it together. We have to take them on, and then the Bills have to take them on to finish the season. And they also got Dallas. So, Nicholas, Dallas, Baltimore, and Buffalo to end the season. That is not easy for Miami to get the 1 seed. That screams Kansas City. The doors open up. You might be able to walk in and steal the 1 seed from both these teams. So that's what it screams. It doesn't scream Miami easy 1 seed. They got to take on Dallas next week, then Baltimore, then Buffalo. And Buffalo looks like they're back. And they've always struggled against Buffalo. So no, that is not an easy first seed for the Miami. That, Nicholas, what you should be saying is Kansas City is creeping up and is looking at that 1 seed if Baltimore doesn't handle themselves today. That's what it looks like. And Miami has to hope Casey look. Yeah, Kansas City have the tiebreaker over Jacksonville. They have the tiebreaker over Miami. They don't play Baltimore, but they'll have the tiebreaker over them because Baltimore will have more conference losses. So yeah, there's a difference with that. Y'all had 2 guys on this dude Thomas. He outran both of y'all. Y'all played that so bad, y'all couldn't give this dude Tyler Wallace anything. Y'all had 2 guys on him, and nobody could give this man Tyler Wallace space to try and set us up for a good. We got good field position, but we could have had better. A toss to Keaton Mitchell. There's some blocking. Keaton Mitchell's going to cut it. He's going to get a block from Lamar Jackson. Here goes Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell getting himself into Jacksonville territory. The running game is finally starting to show itself. Keaton Mitchell he's just cutting it back. There was nothing on that right side. He just said, let me cut this back. Let me go to this other side. Lamar's like, hey, bro, I blocked too. Let me help you out real quick. And then he gets into Jacksonville territory. And great pickup, great run there. Keaton Mitchell, 7 carries, 56 yards. The running game is showcasing itself tonight with Keaton Mitchell. Hopefully we can continue to get this run game going. And hopefully we can score some points on this drive. Going to get it right back to Mitchell. And Mitchell, he's going to pick up a couple yards here, but he's going to be dropped. 2nd down coming up. You seen Bucks Pistons? Come on, bro. You're asking me about things that are completely nonsensical. Why would I care about Bucks Pistons? We already know they're getting blown out. You don't need to bring it up. Y'all need to leave the Pistons alone. Leave these guys that are failing alone. Leave these franchises that are failing alone. Leave the Pistons alone, bro. Okay, just leave the Pistons alone. We don't need to be talking about it. Leave them alone, okay? Those are young players that got to wake up every day to go in that stadium and get laughed at because they're going to get blown out. And we all know they're going to get blown out. Lamar dodges a sack. He's got to get rid of this ball now. It's caught! How the hell did Isaiah Likely catch that ball? He mussed somebody. That's a crazy play by Isaiah Likely.
Question.
What?
The ABC app, it never worked for the streaming, right?
No.
Thank you.
Why does he keep asking that,
no,
bro?
he won't trying to argue me down. So CBS,
That is a crazy throw by Lamar. But somehow, I mean, Isaiah Likely was in the vicinity for him, so he saw someone there, and Isaiah Likely just mossed 2 defenders. That's a crazy play by Lamar Jackson, but you'll take it. 1st and goal. Can Gus get in? The Gus bus. Gus! He's going to be stopped at the 1. That's a crazy play by Lamar Jackson.
No,
and that's a mossing. That's got to be one of the best plays from Isaiah Likely we've ever seen. He mossed 2 defenders to
So
get that.
he was trying to use the CBS app. He said, I've been trying to use the CBS app and ABC app, this, that, and the third.
Oh.
I keep telling him it not working. So I go to CBS first because I know that works. I logged in. Why the first live show I click on it worked? I said it's working right now. So what you talking about?
I don't know.
And then he wanna argue me down about ABC. He say no. He say no. He gonna say you deleted the app, right?
Just leave
no,
it.
I gotta say my piece, man.
You've explained this same story to me 3 times, and I've explained.
When did I say this?
Because no, this happened before you left. He's asked you for this twice. He's asked me for this twice.
He's never
I told
asked me
him
about
the same
ABC.
thing.
He never asked
He's
me
told.
about
He's
ABC.
asked you about ABC.
He asked you about ABC.
He's asked you about ABC and me about ABC.
Yeah, he never
And I
asked me
kept
about
and I told you the same story about
that
it.
man don't
Let it go,
listen.
bro.
He
Let it
He
go.
wanna argue me down.
Let it
I'm
go,
looking
bro.
at him like, bro, it
Let it
don't
go.
work.
Just let it go, dog. It's not.
No, because he made me miss all these plays to go and tell me about ABC app that don't work.
Bro, just let it go.
He wasn't even watching the game.
Dog, just let it go. Okay? Just let it go. It should have been a pick, but that's a crazy throw. If I said beautiful throw, I gotta lie. I should have said crazy throw, beautiful catch. That's what I meant to say. Crazy throw, absolute beautiful catch, mossing a man. That's what I was trying to say. Crazy throw, beautiful catch by Isaiah Likely. That's showcasing, hey man, I got some of that him in myself. I got some of that him behavior. I got some of that him.
He went to.
He pulled that Mark Andrews on them.
No, he went to Himothy University for a semester.
Well, yeah, he went to Himothy University and studied in
For a semester?
Yeah, for a semester to learn that tight end Himothy. But he said, listen, Mark Andrews said, bro, this is your time. Go do your thing. He's like, listen, I've been training under Mark Andrews, man. Mark Andrews been showcased. He's not a backup. He's not a backup. He's just he's tight end 2.
Yeah.
Just because you're tight end 2 does not mean you're the backup tight end. You
likely
play
if
2
you
tight ends a lot. He's not the
more
backup.
likely if you're a tight end 3, you're more of a backup.
Tight end 3
You're
is more of a
never
backup.
seen the field.
Because you rarely see 3 tight end sets. But the second tight end is not a backup because you usually throw 2 tight ends out there. Would you trust the Ravens with a touchdown? Would I trust them with a touchdown? What do you mean specifically? Would I trust them to get a touchdown here? I don't know. That should have been a pick. That was just a crazy play by Lamar. But he saw Likely there and said, listen, sometimes some of the craziest plays in NFL history are some of the most amazing plays in NFL history are just crazy plays. Again, the helmet catch, literally Eli broke out of a tackle, said, I saw a Giants jersey down there and just chucked it. And all of a sudden you get the helmet catch. Sometimes you just get crazy plays.
I saw a Giants jersey down there and I just threw it.
He just threw it. Well, he had no choice. The pressure was coming. Lamar saw the pressure coming. He saw a Ravens jersey down there and said, I'm finna take this shot. 2nd and goal here. Honestly,
This is
run
us.
this.
Bust the Gus.
Gus
There we
Edwards,
go.
touchdown. The Gus bus. Sometimes you don't need to make it complicated.
You
Just
gotta
go
do
get
too
the
much.
touchdown.
You got to do too much.
5 plays, 58 yards, man.
Dang, my tortilla hard.
You left it off like hours, bro.
I'm sorry.
Zach Ertz can go to Philadelphia for all I care. I mean, I don't know if he was ever a deciding factor here.
I'm sorry, man. I was tired.
Lamar somehow keeps his feet, takes that shot, and I think the reason why that was, honestly, looking at it now, Lamar actually put that in the spot. No, looking at it now, Lamar put it in the spot where either it was going to go over the head of Likely or he was going to make that catch. Because he passed that ball so high that Likely was the only one that would be able to jump in. Because I thought it was leaning towards the defender. But if you go back and look at it, if they please re-show the play here. He put it in a spot where only Likely would be able to go up to get it. Like, he legit just puts in a spot where only Isaiah Likely would have been able to get that. Either that, or it would just float it over his hands or go over his head. Look at this. Man is like, how?
Nah, man.
He's like, how? He looked, he said, how? No way. He really looked and said, how?
Isaiah, first round or second round?
Isaiah Likely was he was a second round.
Second round?
I think it was the second or third round. Similar to Mark Andrews. My camera's back to being blurry. I love it. My camera acts up like once or twice every stream, so we used to this. There we go.
Oh, you need a new camera?
No, my camera constantly focuses and unfocuses, so it's just an annoyance.
So what you're saying? You need a new camera?
Well, it's not broken. It's just the focus sometimes, because I'm using LED lights, sometimes it affects it. It doesn't mean the camera's broken. It's
So
perfectly
what
fine.
you're saying is you need a new camera?
No, but I'll take the new camera. Are you alluding to that?
That's what you're saying. You need a new camera.
I didn't say that, but I'll take a new camera, I guess. It's worked fine.
Put it to your wish list.
I don't need that. What's on my wish list is exactly what I need.
No.
And I'm not about to compromise with like, oh, take this one instead.
Sir.
What's good?
Wait, what's on your wish list?
Specific microphones, like a wireless microphone.
Oh, that's what you
Yeah, I need this. This thing is running out. So like, that's like.
No, but
yeah.
I wasn't even talking about Secret Santa. First off, Secret Santa is late as hell to even put on your wish list.
We ain't gotta worry about
Second
that.
of all, I said put it on your wish list.
We'll talk about that later, bro. So Jacksonville's now down by 10 because of a crazy play that just happened. They gotta get this snap before the delay of game happens. First down and 10, and here comes. Oh wow, Marlon Humphrey gets the tackle there.
I definitely told you to send me something that I need to buy off of Amazon. So
I'll look for something. You can always look. I'll be looking for it later or something. So after a crazy play like that, and I'm not gonna lie, homeboy legit was like, how? When you see a play that crazy that happens, you just gotta be like, how? He legit sat back and said, how? And I'm not gonna lie, he really did put it in a spot where only likely could get it. Second down and 9 here. It's caught, but he's going to be tackled short of the yardage. Humphrey makes the tackle there. Third down coming up. We're in the fourth quarter, so it's still a 10-point game. Still plenty of time. Jacksonville's not exactly in panic mode or anything like that. They're in a good position to pretty much put themselves, give themselves a chance to, at least go down the field, put some points on the board, and make it a one-possession game once again. Third down and 2. It's not bad, but obviously you don't want to go 3 and out here. You don't want to punt the football in this position. So you got to get somebody open. This has got to be quick. He just missed him. He had him. He just missed him. Incomplete. They're going to have to punt the football. Trevor Lawrence had him. The pressure was coming, so he had to get that ball out quickly. But he just missed him. Let me see. No. That's the angle. Kirk's got to be outside. Kirk's got to be outside because if he plays the inside, there's a linebacker right there. Careful. There's a linebacker that's right there that could make the play to try and intercept that pass. So Lawrence had to throw that outside, which is why Kirk's got to settle on the outside. He started trying to curve inside, and they just missed each other.
We're a commercial?
Yeah.
Question. It's completely, utterly away from football.
Okay, give me a second. All right, you want the question here? Go ahead.
So, this couple got married, right?
Okay.
And on their wedding night, they were on like a go-kart.
Okay.
The little golf cart. I said go-kart. On the golf cart. And they
Okay.
were heading back to their room or whatever.
Okay.
And a drunk driver hit them.
Okay.
So the wife died, and the husband got really hurt.
Okay.
So now it's going to be a payout. He's going to get compromised. The wife's estate and everything, they sued all the bars and stuff that let that drunk driver get in her car and drive.
Okay.
So he's going to get money for his own pain and money for his wife.
Okay.
The mother now is going around basically saying, "Oh, the wedding, they're not really married because they didn't consume the wedding night." Da 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 da. And we're
That
just
don't make
like,
sense.
that's what I'm saying. And I'm just like,
The same
what?
one already
So
happened.
somebody was just like, oh, okay, well, they was like, he's gonna get his payout anyways. So why would he need to get the payout from his wife? Why not give that to the mother? If you want to be technical in the eyes of the Lord, in the eyes of the law, I said the Lord, in the eyes of the law, he gets whatever comes from his wife because he is now the beneficiary. I'm confused. So where's the problem? And if the mother had sat down and talked to him, they could have figured out some type of way she could get some money too. But I'm confused why you're going around bad-mouthing him now.
That was a wild question to ask me at this time.
So I'm just like, what's your thought on that? Because to me, I feel like he should get the money. That's his wife. He is not only did he suffer pain and suffering, but he lost his wife on the same day they got married.
I'm gonna just say he should get some money because that's all I could say. He deserves some money. Well, 1st and 10. I don't know how to respond to it. He deserves. I don't know why the mother's wild like that. 1st and 10. Keaton Mitchell.
That's not good.
Oh no!
No! Wait! No!
He hyperextended his knee, so it might. Oh God! He hyperextended his knee.
Why?
I hate everything.
Why, God? Why, Lord? Why? Where is the football Lord's at? What? Why? Why? Can you let me understand? Why?
Please just tell me he hyperextended his leg and he's gonna be fine. He's probably not. That untouched. That's an ACL, bro. I keep trying to tell you, Charles, you don't know when injuries happen, but you keep running your mouth and say, oh yeah, he's J.K. Dobbins, but he ain't made of glass. Injuries happen at any point, at any time, Charles. Maybe you should learn that, buddy. But you want to keep saying, oh, Keaton Mitchell, he's like J.K. Dobbins, but he's not made of glass. Well, guess what? Injuries, like I told you when you said that, injuries can occur to anybody at any time, at any point. And look what happened. Somebody that's been in the league for 10 plus years can get injured right now.
No one wants him to be the next man up. He should stay he should stay where he was. He was the 3rd running back for a reason.
I can't. Dude, shut up, man. Of all guys to get hurt, he's done. No matter how you look at it, if you looked at the injury, bro, he's done. There's nothing else that needs to be said, bro. He's done. We're just praying, but he's probably done. Prayers up to Keaton Mitchell, but he's probably done. We've seen those type of plays end the season. Oh, he can't even pressure on that leg. It's over.
Bro!
They're caring. He's done. I just hate everything. I don't even. When you see something like that, at the end of the day, bro, it don't even matter what happens moving forward for the rest of this game. I don't even care, win or lose. I just don't care. Now we gotta rely on Justice Hill, and I really believe in Justice Hill. Oh, God, we're cooked. And he's getting taken out in a cart. Man, he's done. They gotta take him out in a cart. He can't even put pressure on that leg. You know he's done. Harbaugh, you know, the second Harbaugh gets back after this game, the second Harbaugh gets back to the locker room, they're gonna tell him about it. Yeah, you know, doesn't look good right now. We'll give an MRI, or maybe they'll already be able to determine that it's the worst case scenario. We just gotta hope and pray it's not. But I'm just hoping that he hyperextended his knee and he's gonna be okay. Quick throw to Likely, who's having a great game. Likely trying to break out of a tackle, and he comes close to picking up a first down. 3rd and 1. It's probably season ending, but at the end of the day, we just have to wait and see, dog. You just gotta hope and pray for the best. Keaton Mitchell was balling out. It's 3rd and inches. Keaton Mitchell was balling out, and for him to just on a night where he was gonna get, it was gonna be yet another 100-yard rushing day from him.
That's what I'm saying.
And he was killing it. All of a sudden, he's just gone now, and it's just like. And they're going to do a sneak here, pick up the first down. The fact that injuries have increased, it's football, man. And this is one of the reasons why, flag. They're going to say somebody jumped off sides or something. They're going to say we false started, some nonsense like that. We know they're going to say it's the Ravens. Just back us up 5 yards and have Lamar try to do something. You already know it's going to be on the Ravens. I'm not wasting my time with this. Oh, wow. Surprisingly, it was on the defense. Too many men on the field for the defense. I'm surprised. Usually he goes against Baltimore. But, Keaton Mitchell was doing his thing, and now he's gone. And see, this is right. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly why, despite, football not being as tough and as physical as it used to be, injuries are still piling up. So I'm fine with them making the changes and trying to make the game safer, because even with the game being safer in this era, injuries are still happening, and they're non-contact injuries. So what can you do? Hell, even if they attempted flag football, look at Justice Hill trying to pick up the first down here. Even if you played flag football, it wouldn't matter. Somebody could get hurt running because they hyperextended their leg, and all of a sudden they tear something. We've seen this happen too many times. So they try their best to make it as safe as possible, and injuries still happen. That's why at the end of the day, we could feel however we feel about the game being a lot more softened now than back then. Back then, the way they were just, the way guys were not able to live past 40, the way guys were just being damaged before they turned 30, the type of injuries they suffered, man, nah. Lamar got the fake. Lamar's going to take it. Lamar is pretty much going to get out of bounds here and pick up huge yardage here. Let's see if the Ravens can try to go up 24-7 here in Jacksonville. Now that Keaton Mitchell's gone, they're going to have to start using Lamar a little bit more in the run game here, because the guy that was starting to get it going with you for Keaton Mitchell, he's gone. Because Keaton Mitchell's breaking tackles, taking it to the outside, and picking up chunk of yards. Now you don't have that. So we got to go a little bit more here with the disguises. Gus Edwards fighting off with a defender, getting inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Ravens. Finally, the offense is starting to get something going. The run game is finally starting to show up here. 1st and goal, Ravens. Let's see if they can punch this in. Let's get Gus Bus two rushing touchdowns. Got to get Gus Bus his 2nd rushing touchdown here. So I don't even want to attempt to do this passing right now. I'm not trying to get that going here. Try to run it on 1st down. The running game is what got you here. Try to get something going in the run game. Let's see what happens there. And then from there, if you feel the need to try to set up a little quick passing game, try and get a touchdown, feel free to. And Stanley, again, is walking with the trainers. He is leaving the field. I'm assuming he got injured once again. This guy's luck is just terrible.
Bro.
You can't have worse luck than this guy on the team. And we just saw Keaton Mitchell go down. Who has worse luck than Stanley, bro? What player on the Ravens has worse luck than this guy? How many times does he come back? He tried to go make a block, and then the dude comes back, gets hurt, comes back, gets hurt, comes back, gets hurt, comes back, gets hurt. I mean, it's just unfortunate. It's so unlucky for him to have to deal with this. But it's part of the game. He's going to the 10. He probably has a concussion this time. So, I mean, at least it's not one of a bodily injury, but it could still be a concussion here. They might try to do some play action here. No, they're going to give it to Gus. Picks up a couple yards. Second down here for the Ravens. Ravens just trying to grind this clock out, see if they can put some points up. Go up 24-7. Second and goal here. Might want to line up and get something quick on the maybe a quick slant or just a wide receiver screen and see if he can just run it in. You got Zay Flowers. May want to attempt to use him on the goal line here or something. They might just play power football here. Or it might be play action again. Let's see. Play action here. Lamar. Just dodging guys, but they get him this time. Yeah, JK might have worse luck. Matter of fact, both of them have equal luck. Getting hurt, and then getting healthy, getting hurt, getting healthy. Man, they played this perfectly. Even if the Ravens would have ran it, they would have been stopped. Nobody was open in the pass game. And then in the run game, everybody was lined up at the line of scrimmage. Jacksonville played the perfect defensive coverage here. That's just perfect defense. We haven't gotten a single sack on Justin Lawrence. I just realized that. That is absolutely insanity. Third down and goal. Spread them out. Let's see what you can do here with your receivers. Can you get something going here? Lamar's going to take the snap. Lamar's backpedaling. He's got time. And he almost gets it.
Oh.
He tried to get it to Bateman. He had to thread the needle on that one.
You said we didn't get a sack on who?
On Trevor Lawrence. 0 sacks on Trevor Lawrence.
My fault.
Because he threw that pass. It should have been a sack.
I'm not going to lie to you. From here, it hurt. I heard Justin.
No, not Justin Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence. All right, take the field goal here. Oh, my God. Lamar tried to thread the needle there.
I won't lie to you.
Lamar really tried to thread the needle on that
I won't
one.
lie to you, my guy. I had to question you a little bit. My hearing, I was like, maybe my hearing is messed up. Maybe this fan is a little too loud.
Nah, it was Trevor Lawrence.
No, I was just making sure that's what you said.
No, I wasn't talking about no Justin Lawrence or Justin Herbert or Justin Fields.
No, I'm not talking about who you're talking about. I know who you were talking
You
about.
thought I was calling Lamar?
No. Understand what I'm saying? I know you were talking about Lawrence, right?
Okay.
My point of the matter is, when you said the name, I knew who you were talking about. But from where I'm laying down with the fan in my ear,
It sounded like Justin Lawrence?
like you said the wrong name.
What did it sound like then?
Justin. So
thought
I'm
I
like,
said
who
Justin
is
Lawrence?
Justin?
No,
That's why I had
Trevor
to question
Lawrence.
you, like, who is Justin? Because I don't know a Justin.
I said, are you sure I said Justin Lawrence? I'm pretty sure I said Trevor Lawrence.
My guy, I said I'm laying down with the
I got
fan.
you, I got
Maybe
you.
the fan heard it.
Okay.
But it's okay. I'm going to go and do the replay.
Do the replay. Maybe I said Justin Lawrence.
I will do the replay. I like replaying.
All right, just go back. Maybe I did say Justin Lawrence. I thought I said Trevor Lawrence, but maybe I did say Justin Lawrence. Where's Geno Stone? He's on the field. And now that Marcus Williams has got hurt, Geno Stone's going to play a lot more. But Geno Stone's been playing today. He has had a lot of targets, goes away. Geno Stone, I believe he was on the play. The touchdown that happened, he was a safety over the top that tried to get the stop. Where when Millette just left the dude wide open, he tried to recover to get him there, and he just couldn't get him.
You did say Justin.
Oh,
I wasn't tripping. I wasn't tripping. Oh my goodness.
I thought I said Trevor. My mistake.
Oh.
Hope Stanley's fine, but please keep on the bench. I don't know. They're probably going to try to put him back in. Need to close out, guys. Need to lock in.
Tripping.
Yeah. Hey, man, I made a mistake.
Justin? Who is Justin?
Marcus and Keaton both injured from this game. Pretty much. Marcus Williams got injured. Keaton Mitchell got injured. Ronnie might be out with a concussion. We need a sack, fumble, touchdown. I don't know if you get a sack, fumble, touchdown. I would prefer just get a stop. I don't need us to try and be as extravagant as possible, because we've had 2 other opportunities to get a fumble once we've caused it, and we have failed to do so. If we would have got that against the Colts before halftime, we're going to put up points. And if we would have got recovered the fumble against the Browns, we wouldn't have lost that game. So instead of just this sack, fumble, touchdown, I would prefer just make a stop. So this is where the Steelers die. At home, taking on the Bengals.
No, where they die. Where they die is crazy. Oh my goodness.
They're not going to win. They are on a
Listen,
decline.
listen.
If Browning
Lindy,
loses, no.
Linda, listen. Listen to me, Linda.
What else, Linda?
I can't take away from the defense.
You trust Mitchell Trubisky to win on a primetime game.
I can't take away from their defense.
You trust Mitchell Trubisky to do anything.
I don't trust them to do nothing, but I can't take it away from their defense.
That defense got blown out by the Colts. I just want to point that out. They're starting to pile up with injuries. I just want to put that out there.
You saw us.
And they got blown out by the Colts. 8 minutes left.
I don't care
20 to 7.
We were 14 and whatever.
So 27
We
game.
lost a single game.
It's been kind of
like
nasty.
this, I'm going to ridicule them.
It's been a nasty game here. Tucker with more of a lower snap. It's just going to roll in. Touchback. It's an old meme from 2013. Yeah, I don't know about no Listen Linda meme. So I wouldn't even remember a meme from 2013. The fact that you remember is crazy.
Ooh.
Listen Linda. It's an
no,
old meme from
I know. It's my saying. When somebody not listening, I'll be like, listen, Linda.
I've never once used that term or heard that term. The Mitchell injury is deflating. It is. It's just taken away from this game, and it just hurts. I'm just hoping the Ravens close out so we can get information about Keaton Mitchell. There's 8 minutes left to go. You just got to hope the defense can just make a stop. First down and 10, Lawrence. Lawrence is going to fire down the field deep. He doesn't even give his receiver a chance. Chargers finally fire Stanley. That's good for them. Time to bring his brother Jim. I don't know. Dude, Jim does not want to come back to the NFL. He wants to stay in college. Oh, God.
What happened?
Is Ridley hurt?
Man! Bro.
No, not Ridley. Jones. Is Jones hurt? That's one of their key receivers. He's holding on to... Don't tell me the turf got somebody again. Oh, my God. No, it's a hamstring. It's got to be a hamstring. I think he may have got a cramp. He may have got a cramp or just pulled a hamstring. He's fine. He's fine. Hopefully. Second down here. Lawrence fires down the middle again. He's just chucking it at this point. What is he doing right now? The pressure is getting to him, I get it, but he can't just be chucking the ball randomly down the field at this point.
Man, that broke my heart. He hit his head?
Mm-hmm.
Concussion.
So, Ronnie Stanley's on concussion protocol, and of course, Keaton Mitchell's out for the rest of the game with a knee injury. We'll find out the severity of the knee injury probably tomorrow. They may tell John about it and say our initial thoughts is it's not looking good.
Get him. No. Get him.
Finally, Lawrence fumbled it.
Fumble?
Wow.
Did we recover? Did you guys fall on top of me?
Ravens got it.
They did?
It's Ravens
Okay.
ball.
Okay, because,
All right.
they don't want to fall on
Matabike
top.
continues to cook.
That's God.
Strip sack, fumble recovery by the Ravens, and the Ravens are going to have a chance to add to their lead. Maybe
Because
they can make it 27-7.
You know, Ravens defense seems to not remember.
Finally,
how to fall.
somebody got a sack on this man, and it's a strip.
There we go, Queen. Because some of y'all feel like y'all don't remember how to fall on top of the ball.
Shout out to Matabike. Ravens are actually playing well in the second half. They're actually putting up points in the fourth quarter, and the defense is actually doing their job. So it was a nasty first half. Lamar made that one mistake, but since then the team's been, putting up points on the board. He made that one mistake when it was 3-0, but then he got that touchdown pass. Coming out of halftime, he's led another touchdown drive to make it 17. He's led a field goal drive. Defense has done their job, and now we got to see if Lamar and the offense can put up more points to make it 27-7. You're going to hand this ball off here to Edwards, and nothing's going to be gained there. Baltimore going a bit conservative here, I see. They're going to look to run this clock.
My sunshine has come. No.
7 minutes left to go. Ravens are really just out here trying to kill the clock. They're not really looking to do much here. Like, I'm just watching them. This is Ravens in conservative mode. Yep, it's Ravens in conservative mode. They're going to run the clock and kick a field goal. Resign Matabike, they have to. The man's taking the next step. He's gotten better every single year, and he's taking that step. Man, he's got 12 sacks this season. Through the first 3 seasons, he had 8.5 sacks. He had 8.5 sacks through his first 3 years of his career. This year, he's got 12 sacks. He's finally taken that step to be one of the elite pass rushers in this game. 3rd down and 7. Again, Ravens are going conservative here. Lamar's not going to try to put the ball at risk. Like I said, Ravens are going to go conservative here. We've seen them do this time and time again.
I hate that.
They just want to kick a field goal, make it 23-7, and go home. The minute I saw how they were going to do it on 1st down, Lamar needs to give his guys, Luis, they're running a conservative offense. It's about not putting the ball in harm. It's not about giving a receiver a chance. He's running a conservative offense. When you 6 minutes left. When you play conservative on those 3rd down throws, pay attention to when they play conservative. On those 3rd down throws, you never even attempt to put the ball in harm, which means you don't usually give your receiver a shot. It's a conservative offense, bro. It's what we hate, but the Ravens just want to milk the clock and go home. 23-7. I'd rather go out of bounds than be picked. That's pretty much what it is. Wish we got a touchdown right there. A lot of us wish we got a touchdown, but the Ravens love playing conservative and calling it a day. They love doing that. And if they get the ball again, they will be conservative. They will try to run this clock out, and they will go home. We're not playing for stats, guys. We are not playing for stats. We do not care about statistics. We're just trying to win the game and clinch a playoff spot. We are 6 minutes away from clinching a playoff spot. We are 6 minutes away from clinching a playoff spot. Resign Matabike, tag Queen, Stone is AWOL lately. I mean, hey, I told you, you don't want to get rid of the, arguably, you got one of, if not the best linebacking duo in football, so you have to keep Queen here. Matabike is emerged as an elite pass rusher. You got to keep him here. And Geno Stone might be the odd man out. I think he deserves to get paid, but I don't know if they're going to be willing to pay him. Got 6 interceptions on the season. We thought, hey, this man might go for a whole... He's already overplayed what we expected of him. He's far surpassed that. So shout out to Geno Stone for that. But if you're going to have to keep somebody, if you're going to have to keep 2 out of the 3, Geno Stone is the odd man out.
Get him, 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 stop him, stop him.
I said, I care about stats. I got Lamar likely in the Ravens defense. We can win too. Hey, listen. NFL and NBA. Listen, NFL, NBA, any baseball teams, the MLB, and the minor leagues as well. Every possible soccer team. No, none of these athletes care about your fantasy teams. They don't care about your parlay bets. They're not here to care about statistics. They are trying to win a football game. I hate to tell you this. They don't care about your statistics. They don't care about your fantasy. They're trying to win a football game here. They're not about to put the ball at risk to try to get you some extra fantasy points. ETN gets the ball and the Ravens are swarming. So, yeah, I mean, Ravens defense is awake right now. The pressure is there because now Lawrence has got to press. They're down 23-7. Lawrence is in a situation where it feels like he's got to press. Second and 10. Lawrence got to be careful. He's going to check it down. He took a shot, but he's going to check it down to ETN. Clock's going to continue to tick. It's a 16-point game. So do not think the game's over and there's a player down. And it's Armour Davis, who's recently come back. Jalen Armour Davis. Oh, man. Didn't he come back like a couple weeks back? Rest starters and get ready for the Fins. What? If I'm Harms, I'll rest the starters next week. Lewis, what are you talking about? I'm not wasting your time with that, bro. What are you actually talking about? That don't make any sense. Harbaugh would get questioned by the media. People would be calling for his job. You don't rest your starters in the middle. You want to rest your starters in week 16. That's the dumbest thing you could have said. Niners game means nothing. You're trying to fight for the 1 seed. Why are you just automatically assuming we're going to win the Dolphins game or just get the 1 seed? What do y'all think? Dude, please think about the Niners game means as much as about... I'm not wasting my time with you two trolling today. I'm not wasting my time with you two trolling. I'm not gonna entertain it. Chat, feel free to entertain it. I'm not entertaining that nonsense, dog. Do you know how many coaches would get fired if they said, let's rest our starters in the game because it's an NFC game and not an AFC game? That would get you fired so quickly. It would be one of the dumbest things. The media would roast you. The fans would hate you. The owner and the GM would probably let you go as a coach if you did something stupid like that. It's the only type of idiotic statement us fans can say because we know they're not going to do something dumb like that. That's just stupid to say. I'm sorry. There's no way you're going to say rest your starters in the middle. That's just that's one of the dumbest things I've heard. You have a chance. You're fighting for the 1 seed. None of these games are guaranteed. You're not guaranteed to beat the Dolphins. You're not guaranteed to beat the Steelers. And you're saying, let's rest our starters for the 49ers. How does that benefit you in any fashion? How does that help your team in any fashion? Besides, we're trying to rest our starters. What was the bye week for? We're just coming off of our bye week. I'm not wasting my time on this anymore. 2nd down and 10, 4.5 left to go. It's a 16-point game. Lawrence just trying to stay alive. The pressure's getting there. He's getting the ball out quickly, but he's just forced to just throw the ball away. Look, again, he's just forced to throw the ball away. The pressure's coming, so he's got to get rid of it quickly. 3rd down and 10. What do you get? You get another win, which leads you to 1 step closer to getting the 1 seed. What is this assumption that automatically you're guaranteed? So what happens, let's say you watch the Niners game, right? You lose that one. What happens if you lose to the Dolphins? There goes your 1 seed. There goes your 1 seed. Also, you're not guaranteed to win the division because guess what? What if Cleveland wins next week and you lose against the Niners and all of a sudden they're sitting there at 10-5, you're at 11-4, and they're within striking distance to get the AFC North. And then you go to the Dolphins and you lose that one. Guess what? You just lost the division because you decided, I don't even know why I'm entertaining this. I know what you guys are doing. Let me stop. 4th down and 4, 4 minutes left to go. I mean, this is pretty much the game here if you're Jacksonville. This is pretty much the game. There's nothing else to be said here. If you don't pick this up on 4th down, that's a hold, by the way. That was a hold. That was a clear hold. But, yeah, it is what it is. Refs didn't see it. At the end of the day, if the refs don't see you committing a penalty, you're good to go. 3:53 left to go in this game. Ooh. He took a shot by Roquan Smith. That's not how that works because, again, Kansas City still plays a role there. If Kansas City just wins out, Kansas City right now is 9. Let me see. Kansas City right now is 9-4, I believe. Kansas City is, no, they're 9-5. If we lose to the Niners, well, let's say we win this, we're 11-3. We lose to the Niners, we're 11-4. Incomplete. We'll lose that, we're about 11-4 at that point, right? We lose, and then all of a sudden they go from 9-5 to 10-5. 11-4, 10-5. You beat the Dolphins, you put yourself at 12-4, and then you lose to the Steelers, like you said, that's 12-5. If the Chiefs run the table and get 12-5, they get the 1 seed. I'm not wasting my time with y'all, bro. Y'all really be doing. We need to at least win the 2nd seed so we can't rest our starters. We can go to Miami and win. Well, no, I mean if you get the 2 seed, you're not getting a rest. So obviously you want to at least get the 2 seed to at least be like, okay. I mean you want to get the 1 seed obviously, but 2 seeds like you got a chance there for something. If you get the 2 seed, you know, okay, if Miami chokes, we get to host it. That's what I'm not wasting my time with this, dog. You're coming up with the weirdest scenarios. No one in the history of ever has ever sat back and said, you know what? Right in the middle of our toughest stretch of the season, let's just rest our starters. Nobody has said that. The only time someone's rested their starters is the final week of the season when there's nothing to play for. And even then, people don't even fully rest their starters. 3:40 left to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Let's not just make the assumption the game is over. They need a timeout and a 2-point conversion. It's a 16-point game. Jacksonville's just trying to complete the numbers here. Incomplete. And this is an ugly game by both Lamar and Trevor Lawrence. So it's one of those games y'all just gotta eat, but you know, it is what it is. Travis Kelce ain't been cooking. What's wrong with him lately? 7 straight games under 100 yards. That's something surprising. The offense is not clicking. He's not getting the same looks. He himself has made some mental mistakes that he normally doesn't make. I don't know if he's dealing with an injury. I don't know if he's not fully focused in, like some people are saying. People are trying to say the podcast he has. I don't believe the podcast is the thing because he had that last year with his brother and they won the Super Bowl. So people are trying to say Taylor Swift's playing an impact, whatever. That's a clear hold. That's a clear hold. That's a clear hold. Incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Another hold is happening here, and they're not seeing it. But again, like I said, if the refs don't call it, you're pretty much safe. Oh, that's clutch. It's because of Hamilton. Hamilton got a piece of that football, so it caused the ball to get, it caused the receiver to juggle the ball. Nice play by Hamilton. 3rd down and 10, 3:29 left to go in this game. Doug Peterson is nearly challenged it. Oh, now he's gonna challenge it because why not? You're down 16. Why not challenge it? If we play at Kansas City the way we played tonight, we'll get blown out. We need to be a higher seed than Kansas City. We gotta get the number 1 seed, and I don't think we'd be in Kansas City. At the end of the day, even if we don't get the 1 seed, there's a chance we would get the 2 seed, and Kansas City would be the 3 seed potentially. Defenses only have to key in on him since the wide receivers aren't that good. That is true. Chiefs are washed. They are just not good anymore, or a scary team. You say that, and then the playoffs, things just click for them. So I'm not going to just write them off because of their struggles. As long as you got Mahomes, as long as you got Kelsey, as long as you got Andy Reid, I'm not really going to be here. Nah. He's literally juggling the ball. He's literally juggling the ball. I can't fully say he gains, but he's juggling the ball. He doesn't have full possession. And even when he's trying to slide there, he's still juggling the ball. Go get a look at it. That's not a touchdown. Mahomes has never not made the championship game. Pretty much, until we see a scenario where he's not making the championship game, I'm not going to make the assumption. Look, he's juggling the ball. We could still lose this game. Absolutely. At the end of the day, they took the challenge because you're trying to score a touchdown and save as much time as possible. I don't blame them for going for the challenge for this, but that's not a touchdown. He doesn't maintain full possession. He juggles the ball. That is not a touchdown. That is not a touchdown. The official can look at it as much as he wants. That is not a touchdown. Okay, so they ruled it. Yeah, take a look at it again. It's incomplete. So 3rd down and 10 here. There's still 3:29 left. Do not think this game is over. We've seen this story before. Ravens have to get this done. He dropped it. Incomplete. He had it in his hands. Humphrey knocked it out of his hands. 4th and 10 here. Pretty much for the game. You mess up. You lose it here. That's the game. At this point, Baltimore's just going to run the ball, kill the clock, and go home. Well, I'd say go home. Go home just to take a quick break to head to San Francisco for Christmas. We got to go to San Fran for Christmas. We're going to be here in 8 days. 8 days from now on Monday Night Football, Christmas Day, we are here. So, ladies and gentlemen, be prepared for that. 4th down and 10. This is pretty much the game. You got to pick up 10 yards here. You cannot go below this. I guess Ravens going to call a timeout just to make sure they get the right, proper defense. They wanted to see... They wanted to see what sort of set they were going to go in. He's literally juggling the ball. I don't know what to tell you, bro. He's literally juggling the ball. I don't know what else to tell you. You're entitled to your opinion saying that's a touchdown, but homie is literally juggling the ball. He was never able to get enough possession of it. But hey, you're free to have your own assessment. The officials, you challenged it, they took a look at it, and said, nope. So 4th down and 10 here. This is essentially for the game for Jacksonville. You don't get this, you're going to lose. And that's going to be back-to-back losses. That's going to be a tough situation for Jacksonville. This play here to keep the game alive. Lawrence has plenty of time and protection. He fires. Incomplete. No flags on the play, and Baltimore's going to take over. A Christmas game is kind of crazy to play. We've had Christmas games before. We played on, I don't know if it was Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. We played against the Steelers for the division. We lost that game. That was the Immaculate, what was it? The Immaculate Extension or the what? Yeah, Christmas Eve. I don't know if it was the Immaculate Extension or whatever the hell they were calling it. Because that was the game where, of course, Antonio Brown stretched out his arms to pylon. If we make the tackle there, everything's all good. We ain't gotta worry. Everything's cool, and we win the game. So pretty much here, you just kind of just run this game off. This was a nasty game from both Lamar and Trevor. Just run this ball. Gus trying to get some space. They're going to utilize that first timeout, but that helmet-to-helmet penalty is going to pick up a first down for them. Helmet-to-helmet right there is going to give the Ravens a first down and pretty much nearly put this game on ice. This was a nasty game for the Ravens, cannot lie. Playing in the wind, conditions aren't the best. You can clearly see both Lamar and Lawrence did have some struggles here. Lamar threw a pick he didn't need to throw, and then Lawrence himself fumbled the ball twice. I don't know what was happening out there. All around, it was just a nasty game. This was a must-win game, but if we lose next week, I'm not going to be mad. I mean, obviously, you don't want to lose. This was a game you kind of, especially since Cleveland won their game, you wanted this game specifically. It was a must-win game because this clinches you a playoff spot. So no matter what happens, in these last 3 games, no matter what happens, Baltimore is punching their ticket to the playoffs. They will be in the playoffs. They're probably going to have to win 2 more games. If Baltimore gets to 13 wins on the season, Baltimore wins the AFC North. It does not matter what Cleveland does. Cleveland has 5 losses on the season. They have no chance to get to 13. Baltimore, with this win, they need 2 more wins. They need 2 more wins. They either need 2 more wins or a win and a Cleveland loss to win the AFC North. Because if Cleveland's at 7, they're not going to be able to get to 12. And if Cleveland's at 6, they're not going to be able to get to 12. 1 more loss for Cleveland and 1 more win for the Ravens, and Baltimore wins. If not, Baltimore has to win 2 of the last 4 games. Not 4 games. 2 of their last 3 games. They got to either the Niners, the Dolphins, or the Steelers. 2 of those last 3 games, they've got to win. I don't want the Bills making the playoffs. They're going to the Super Bowl, they make it. You trust the Bills to go to the Super Bowl. You really trust the Bills to go to the Super Bowl. You're willing to put money down. With the amount of times the Bills have choked in the playoffs, you trust the Bills to go to the Super Bowl. I understand if you sit back and say you still trust Kansas City because of Mahomes. I get that. But you trust the Bills to go to the Super Bowl. By all means, put money on it. Put money on it. I'm not trusting the Bills to do anything. No. I'm not trusting the Bills to do anything. It's about time Browns actually like having a winning season twice the past. I mean, it's good for them to be winning. Honestly, Browns fans have already said it. They don't expect their team to go to the Super Bowl. They're not expecting to be able to go deep in the playoffs. But at the end of the day, they just want to see this team make the playoffs despite all that has happened. Lamar's going to keep it himself. Lamar's going to pick up the first down. Lamar's just picking up extra yards at this point. Lamar could have zoomed, yeah, but it was about just getting down. Lamar didn't need to put himself in any danger. Just get the extra yards, pick up the first down, stay in bounds, and get it done. Lamar didn't have the cleanest game, but boy, did Lamar make some plays tonight. That's what I'm saying, man. Sometimes when you just got to carry a team, bro, you just got to make some plays. The offensive line was collapsing around them all day. It was under pressure, and Lamar just did. When will Lamar learn how to slide? Never. That's something you learn early. You learned that early on as a child. If you've played baseball, you learn to slide there. The only person that we really see slide in the league is Russell Wilson. Like, Russell Wilson is the one that I would really name to be slide. Another person you can name is Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott slides. Sometimes I occasionally see Tua slide when he takes off. But Mahomes isn't really looking to slide. He'll just run out of bounds. Lamar doesn't look to slide. He'll just run out of bounds to get down. Allen's looking to truck people, so you know he's not sliding. Yeah, a lot of these guys don't really look to slide. Like, there's so few quarterbacks that actually slide, that are actually mobile. Otherwise, if you're just like the statue quarterback that's just taking off, you'll just slide. But not a lot of quarterbacks really slide. All right, 2-minute warning, 2nd and 8 here. You're just killing time. Terry's so pissed about that touchdown not counting. That man is going to go to sleep tonight so pissed off they didn't call this a touchdown. Yeah, Terry's not letting that slide at all. He's going to continue to be pissed. Yeah, well, Gus Edwards may have been able to pick up the first down there, but he slid. No, he didn't slid. He slipped. At the end of the day, man, just hand this ball off. We want to leave this game as clean as possible. We've already lost Ronnie to concussion protocol. We already lost Keaton Mitchell for what could be the season. We're just trying to get out of this game clean before anything else happens. What's Monday Night Football? Eagles and Seahawks. Terry is one of the commentators that's talking in this game. He's not one of the commentators. He's somebody that they're reaching out to. He's another guy that's helping commentate this game. And they were getting his advice about the call that they didn't call, which they said wasn't a touchdown, but he believes it was. So that's who they're talking about. Am I streaming Monday Night Football? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I'm doing tomorrow. I might stream Monday Night Football, but I don't know. I'm gonna say it's a 50% chance. It's a toss-up. So Ravens, I mean, they're pretty much running this clock out. It doesn't necessarily matter to them. I'm sure if it's 4th and 3, you're just letting this clock run out. Lions win next week. They win the division. First time Lions have 11 wins. Yeah, they win their game next week. They win the division. I think that's the first time they're gonna win their division since 1994. Will Arthur Smith finally get fired? I don't know. The Merry Christmas. Somebody has a sweater out there that has a picture of Lamar with a Santa beard, and there's like a Christmas tree, and it's called the Merry Christmas. That's nice. Don't worry, bro. I said Harbs is one of the most underappreciated coaches. I just had to laugh. Appreciate it. Peace out, Josh. Appreciate you stopping by. At least we won't have to hear the fire Harbs, Harbs trash, Lamar trash, fire the coaches this week. You won't have to hear it, but okay. So Gus Edwards picked up the first down, so everybody can just get up and proceed to just shake hands and call it a day. It's over. So the Ravens, with this victory, have officially clinched a playoff spot. They are officially playoff bound. They are the first AFC team to clinch a playoff spot. They are the third team to clinch a playoff spot because the Niners were first, the Eagles were second, we're the third, but we are the first in our conference to clinch a playoff berth. No matter what happens in the final 3 games, Baltimore will be playing playoff football. We need 2 more wins to guarantee we win the AFC North. And if we win 2 more games, especially the next 2, Baltimore wins the next 2, not only do they win the AFC North, they get the number 1 seed. So Baltimore, win 2 of your final 3 games, you take the AFC, and you win your division. So yeah, Ravens 11-3, first time being at this point. Well, actually they won 11-3 in the MVP season. They were 11-2 and then 12-2. But yeah, Ravens make the playoffs. That's just a sigh of relief to just be able to sit here and say we're playoff bound. You're going to be streaming the Christmas game next week? Most likely I'm going to be here next week for the Christmas game. If I'm out, unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. But if I am home, I will look to stream it. So we'll see what happens. Lions, Vikings, I'm not streaming. I don't know if I'll be able to stream any of those games. I might get the Ravens, Niners, but knowing it's Christmas, I don't know. I'll try to get the Ravens, Niners, but I can't promise multiple streams. So I know Ravens Niners. If the Ravens Niners is available, absolutely I'll look to do that. But past that, I'm not sure if I can get anything else. So, ladies and gentlemen, with the win, the Ravens officially clinch a playoff spot. And man, what a season, bro. I'm gonna talk about it. In my recap video. But, man, we got to sit back and take the time to appreciate the fact that we have clinched a playoff spot with 3 games left to go. I mean, You got, with the way the AFC is right now, look at the chaos. Look at the chaos that's happening in the AFC. Look how close the AFC playoff race is. In a situation like that, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you have to fight for a playoff spot. The margin of error is so little for everybody in the AFC fighting for a wild card spot. You don't want to do that. We came into this game knowing full well if we handled business tonight, we were going to make the playoffs. And Baltimore went into Jacksonville. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't the best of performances. But the Ravens got it done. And they clinched a playoff spot. At the end of the day, you do what you do. You clinched the playoff spot. That's all you needed to do. Y'all got a playoff spot first before the Chiefs. Nice. I mean, yeah, that's nice. But, I mean, there's still more left to do. We want to see... Next week's going to be the biggest test. A lot of people, because of the way things go, we always do this. Even though it's not guaranteed to happen. Whenever we see two teams that are the number one seed, two juggernauts going at it, we always sit back and say, that's a preview between... That could be a Super Bowl preview. I don't know if that will be the case. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully Baltimore's in the Super Bowl. I don't know. But next week is the biggest test. We're going to figure it out. The number one seed in the AFC. The number one seed in the AFC. Who's the best team in football right now? We're going to find out on Christmas. Think about that. What a joy. On Christmas Day, we're going to find out who is the best team in the NFL. Ravens, Niners. Christmas Day. It should be fun. Yeah, Cowboys versus Dolphins. One's a fraud, the other's a real contender. What do you think? That could be an interesting matchup there, especially if Miami's able. If Miami's able to get the win, it does huge for them. If Cowboys can get the win, it helps them try to stay in touch with the division with the Eagles. So it could go either way, but you know what? I like that. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I appreciate you guys stopping by, but I want to first get to this press conference because Lamar Jackson got his 56th win in his first 75 regular season starts. He ties Tom Brady for 6th most all-time by a quarterback in the first 75 starts. I mean, just putting himself up there with some of the greats. Just need that Super Bowl. But yeah, I'll hit you guys up later. I got to first. I want to first find out. I'm gonna go see whenever the press conference happens. I want to hear from Harbaugh whatever information he has. If we can get any sort of update about Keaton Mitchell and his condition, I'll probably talk about it in my recap video. But I'm not gonna speak on the recap until I get that information. If there's no information about Keaton Mitchell, we'll probably have to wait and talk about it tomorrow. Either way, guys, Ravens got the win. They're officially in the playoffs. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And with that being said, that is all I've got. And I'm out of here, man. Peace out.